And yeah, like I said, this is Halls of Torment. We're checking out the Boglands DLC tonight. We got a review key through Press Engine for the Boglands DLC. Now, granted, I actually can't access directly the new stuff because I haven't unlocked it yet. I've only played this game for a couple of hours. I've only played this in a single sitting before. Got ghosties. But yeah, we played for like 4 hours and had a really good time with it. There's a well over yonder. How's the well work? I think I have to find an item and bring it to the well. I think that's how it works. These are pretty tanky. Torn pages.
Only
Oh,
the
lore.
bearer of the Sentinel Orb could see past
Unexpected.
the illusions conjured by the Lord of Despair. And so, the artifact was hidden away in the tomb of a nameless hero. To this day, ravens are circling the Sentinel's final rest.
So look for ravens circling something, some extremely cool artifact. The Forgotten Viaduct, that's where the turds are stored, or the piss, like Grim said, or the microplastics, Iggle Wiggle says. Microplastics and the piss intertwingling does make a lot of scientific sense. It's true. It's true. Microplastics in the piss, and the turds, and the balls, and the semen. I mean, microplastics everywhere, baby. Microplastics for days, baby. Hell yeah. Alright, so there's something down to the bottom right. I kind of want to get to. There we go. I was going to say, these guys are pretty chonky. So I kill one guy, he drops a bunch of cool stuff, and by cool stuff, I mean just an experience. Base movement, crit bonus, a little bit of damage, never hurt anybody. Actually, that's false. Damage literally hurts people, but not the kind of hurting that I wish to avoid. Speaking of things I want to avoid, I don't want to pick up that health just yet. Guys are moving in like a very good phalanx. So the, let's see, area, crit chance, crit bonus, attack speed sounds nice. What can I do with this? Oh, if I had extra stuff, I'd send it up. Okay, and I can only do it once, I think. Okay. So I'll see what's down here. The glove. I think, is that one of the ones that like magnetizes stuff to you? Once again, I don't want to pick up the health. No, I picked up the health. All right. Let's kind of keep schmoving. There's stuff in the top right corner, as you can see. There's maybe an item and some kind of like some kind of shrine. Maybe we got crossbow boys, by the way. Crossboys, if you will. Of course, by kind of beelining like this, it means I'm not getting a lot of experience. I'm not collecting the things that do get dropped. There we go. More force. Parameters depending on their weapon skill ability. Maybe I should actually read what this guy's got. Character stats. Abilities. No abilities right now. But right now, it's like just a standard like projectile attack. Some Diablo 1. I think that's intentional. I think the devs were going for like a Diablo 1 aesthetic for sure. Yeah, and Baldur's Gate for sure. Diablo 1, Baldur's Gate. That old school, like, AD&D, like, advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Really, like, old school dungeon... Excuse me, like, dungeon crawling, dungeon prowling kind of deal. Yeah, so check the stats, learn what's affected by force. So I don't think force does anything for us right now. I'll just say pickup range. Pickup range is, like, generally a good idea, especially since I'm kind of running and gunning right now. We're getting some critulars. Yeah, I'd rather not pick up the health. I was hoping I'd get, like, money from those things, but I don't really want the health just yet. I do notice that this is a lot of just a straightaway path, which is a little bit surprising. God, I'm burning up, baby. Berserker's Rage, cool. So yeah, it's just a narrow kind of path, a narrow bridge kind of corridor. Usually the maps are a little bit more open, a bit more flowy, more flippy floppy. Range, regeneration, crit chance. Crit chance sounds nice. Chance does sound good, and then eventually crit damage increases as well. So attack is the bottom. So down. Let's see, traits and abilities. Oh, here we go. Well, yeah, those are the traits. So it's like you said along the bottom. Oh, here, auto aim. I'll confess. I don't know if I see it. Character. Maybe I have to like scroll down. Yeah, I was gonna see if there's anything about just like his basic attack. Now he does have like a berserker ability apparently. We have those guys, man. I'm so out of the loop. Unless it's like in this overlay somewhere. Auto aim into the Forgotten and rescue the cupbearer. Cupbearer. So yeah, so I'm assuming that means like there's a boss to kill. And maybe the boss is guarding some kind of special fella. Some special boy. We're almost to whatever these things are in the far reaches of this path. RV there yet? Oh, yeah, Far Sight, yeah. It was good. Yeah, it looks delightful. I got one of these guys already, by the way. Yeah, that one looks really, really solid. I've heard good things. Heard very encouraging things about it. It looks extremely silly. So, there was something that is no longer on the map. Then there's this thing. Oh, I walked by it, whatever it was. So I get to choose an ability. Hell yeah. That's awesome, man. Yeah, it's a Spectres. I'm just curious about, like, if there's details. If there's details. It's bottom of the stat page? Okay. Oh, here we go. Ravaging Spectre. Yeah, because they were saying how, like, things like Force. Certain abilities have a Force application to them. So I was curious if there was any mention of it. Because, yeah, it just, here's, like, what it's doing. Which is helpful. So, here we go. Yeah, things like Spark Effect. It stuns. It's physical. It's a projectile. It's melee, like those kinds of properties. Those are the kinds of properties I was kind of curious about. I seem to recall, I think we tried Phantom Needles. Increases fire rate. I don't usually like, in games like this, I don't usually go out of my way to spring for something that just does random hits. Because, I mean, sure, that can randomly hit something that's very scary, or it can randomly hit a dude who's fucking off and not really harmful, like, not really being a threat necessarily. So the random hits, I don't know if I love that. Now, granted, the stunning part is kind of cool. Chance to burn, hits the closest enemy. So right from the get-go, we can see this guy's already kind of fast. Pickup regen is of course raised up a little bit. Ravaging Spectres, yeah, just basic stuff here. Does have a spark damage increase. Like, that's kind of like built in a little bit. Which is nice. But nothing else that's like amazing. I might just go with this. Multi-strike increases fire rate. Sounds kind of cool. Let's go with this one. Go with that one. Then I'll also get that item that dropped down here. Okay, now the arrows or the little bonus projectiles are popping off. Now we're getting some more experience. Love to see that. So, crit bonus or just better area of effect. Or an attack cone. Not the range of a cone, but the like the reach of a cone. Sure, let's do that. Eventually, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea for me to do things like, you know, trying to... Oh, this guy.
My friend. Those scribblings keep
I'm gonna do more like defensive things like health and defense.
While running from those creatures, I've lost the only thing that could get me out of this precarious situation. My potion flask. If you could retrieve it for me, somewhere further northbound, I would be forever in your debt.
There you go. There you go. I like this not Deckard Cain fella. I do love the voice acting. I love like the very old school looking animation. That's good, man. That's good. Yeah, RV there. It does look very fun, Farsight. I've heard good things. We got Jet Dive, and that's what's up, Jet Dive. Forces your attack duration. Oh, okay. Well, that is helpful. That is helpful. It's different for each hero. I think you're probably right. All right, so he says my cup is further north. Or my potion bottle is further north. So crit chance is good. I definitely love crit chance. And eventually crit bonus would be nice. I feel like in games like this, I don't usually go out of my way to like reach for crit bonus right from the get-go. I usually prefer crit chance, and then we'll talk business. Like, then we'll talk numbers. Like, if my crit chance is like 1% and I've got like 1,000% crit bonus, that's great, but like that 1% is kind of shitty. Let's up that first number first. Speaking of upping some numbers, these are some pretty good little benefits. Pickup range is great. Damage and attack speed for main weapon. And when I think they say main weapon, I think they mean like just this thing, like just the basic fella, which is cool. I mean, that's, you know, the main weapon's very nice, and the fact that it penetrates through bad guys is pretty nifty. Kind of thinking pickup range. I remember El Gaso when I first started playing my first ever Survivors-like game. I think it was that sci-fi one, maybe. Hive Jump. I think it was Hive Jump 2. And he was saying how, like, usually in games like this, pickup range is like a really good thing to focus on early on. And I'm inclined to agree. Helps you, like, get that momentum going real quick, like. Yeah, improves different parameters depending on the... Yeah, exactly. It's less damage, but more projectiles. Main weapon. I think I will take the Force. I think I will take that. You can't argue with DPS. You're not wrong. You can't argue with DPS. Yeah, like, if you've got, like, a really sick-ass upgrade that says, like, yo, this increases damage a whole bunch versus pickup range, I mean, yeah, being able to do more numbers is a solid choice. Definitely a solid choice. Also, that right there tells you, or tells me at least, what I suspected, where if you continue walking and just keep schmoving, and you don't kill something, and you continue to see more bad guys, it's not necessarily a function of there spawning more bad guys. The same enemies that go off screen will respawn again. So, which is nice. Get more of this, or more summon damage. Summon damage. I don't know what that is. So I want to say sure, or more range. Summon damage. Main weapons that summon minions or minions directly. Does this guy have that, I wonder? I guess I have no way of knowing just yet. All I know is what we have right now. This is not a summons, I don't think. Like a court summons, right? Yeah, Phantom Needle, physical projectile. And I don't think his projectile is summoning. I mean, it's summoning little wispy boys, but not like minions that are attacking like a necromancer in Diablo 2, that kind of thing. Don't rely on the glove, right? Which I don't want to rely on. I mean, they're nice, but they're not always going to be there. Range is always solid. I mean, the Force sounds good. I think I will take range, because that does sound kind of nice. Let's get the cup back, or the cup again, the potion back to the fella. It's because he's a cup bearer. That's why I keep wanting to call him a cup. Well, just as long as he's not an eye cup. I don't want to see this guy pee. It's fucking weird, man. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, wow, Alex, that's fucking weird to say, but yo, back in, like, the 3rd grade, that joke slapped, alright? You know, cringe all you want, but that was absolute peak, you know, 20, 25 years ago. Grim says, use the Force, Alex. Gotta get lubed up first. There you go. There you go. I don't have to force it in, Alex. We're classy about it, right? We're classy about these things. So block strength. So before defense, it makes you more likely to block. Attack speed, always a solid choice. Crit bonus. Attack speed for just the needles. I think attack speed for everything sounds good. I mean, eventually, you know, we might want to juice up the needles specifically, but just give me anything. Anything and everything. Getting pretty close to the fella. We're eventually going to take down this, like, mini-boss guy. He's not in any rush to try to kill us, necessarily. More area, more damage. Summon. And does not affect indirect attacks. Oh, I know what they mean. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't suppose there's rerolls, are there? I suppose there's rerolls, yeah. Show trait variants. Right-click? Oh, I see what they mean, right. And I think it, like, sets you on a path, basically. Proficient stance. It's, like, either this one or... Yeah, Maybe I should just go ahead and grab it. Maybe, like, it seems like it's showing up a lot, and it might be specific to this guy. I'm just gonna take it and trust that it'll be worth it.
My hopes were not in vain. Thank you, my dear friend. Please, take good care of yourself, so we shall meet again in safety above.
Of course, in Diablo 2, you had to rescue Deckard Cain from old Tristram, and when you do, then he shows up in the town and identifies items for you. But until you do, he will not identify items for you. You have to, like, bail his ass out. So I appreciate that there's this guy. We're not really rescuing him. We're more just giving him the means to rescue himself, to take care of himself. But I appreciate a vaguely Deckardian lad with who needs our help. Swoosh down here so I can grab those nuggets. Those delicious level up nuggets. And also take a bit of damage because I'm very smart, you see. Gonna go towards these next things. I don't have anything to put in the bucket, but I would like the next ability. Do some journeying. Also gonna not grab both of those carrots. I think we'll eventually probably get some kind of innate regeneration. And eventually we're gonna kill this guy eventually. I mean, he's not in any hurry, and I guess I'm in no hurry to kill him either. He's not exactly a threat. I don't think leaving him alive causes any negative things, necessarily. Also, I realize that by backpedaling, I'm kind of putting myself at a bit of a risk. More damage, can't argue with that. Or less health, but more for. Ooh, it's a little bit scary. A little bit flying a little bit close to the sun there. But it would potentially be kind of sick. Hectoration could be kind of cool. Less health. It's only 10% less health. I don't know if that's like, if you get this now, it's less bad later on. So if I get this now I have like 800 health, I think, versus in a few levels, but I have maybe 1,000 health. Or if that like negative sticks with you, if that's a one-time negative, or it like sticks with you the whole time through, and like keeps being reapplied every time your health is calculated. Hard to say. We'll take that money. Try to remember what money does in this game. I don't think it's a meta progression thing. Making friends happen. That's cool. Cool new dude. So I guess this is a mini boss. I feel like I should deal with this. Because he's gonna throw some nonsense on my ass. I don't want him to throw some nonsense at my ass. I like my ass nonsense free if I can help it. Thank you very much. Experience, attack speed, crit bonus, area, probably attack speed. Oof, that was a lot of damage. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Might be hitting a bit of a gate, of a DPS gate, where it's like if you're not killing these dudes fast enough, damage is not cool enough, you're gonna have a bad time. I think money is the meta progression. Now that I think about it, I think that's what we like take back with us to town to purchase upgrades. So speaking of which, yeah, more damage for just everything. Or more damage for these guys and the multi-strike. You know what? Let's fucking do it, baby. Frickin' do it. Might want to seek out some of those health upgrades or health restorations. Take that as well. More force, better range. Do the range thing. Can't tell if he's throwing the little skull fellas or if that's just kind of if that gets like an actual enemy type. Of course, now that I want health, I can't find any. Ain't that how it goes? Pick our brains. I don't know if I want to lower my health more. Damage and attack speed. Oh, let's take the defense one. More movement speed sounds nice. A little bit of health, a little bit of defense. You're kind of not so much behind the 8 ball, but I'm very much backpedaling right now. I'm definitely trying to play defensively. I definitely need to kill this guy because he is raining on our parade and also arrowsing on our parade. If I get to my next ability, that'd be cool, but we're quite a ways away from that happening. I continue to kind of schmoove my way down there as much as I can. Damage summon sounds great. I hope that's helping. I hope it is. Like, these don't seem like they're doing much more. Maybe there's like an ability this guy will get, and that will like reveal everything. Actually, no, I say that. Maybe that is a bit more damage. Like, now that I'm seeing these numbers. Get that carrot, I just noticed it. We'll kind of bait that guy around. I did pick up the carrot. Yes, I did. And we might just be about to kill this dude. There, yeah, corral this lad. Got bats coming through as well. Another level. And probably crit chance. Ooh, base health, though. It's a flat number. Ooh, damage, though. Crit chance, damage. Crit chance. Crit chance is kind of hard to ignore. Chance is hard to say no to, because, like, look at all these crits we're doing. Seems pretty neato. Got some health back, which is nice. I think he might drop something cool if we kill him. He might drop, like, an ability or some kind of really sick-ass upgrade. Or at least a lot of experience. Oof. Lots of oof. Let's focus a little bit less on him and try to carve a path through. He will die fairly organically. Base health, attack speed. I think I will do the base health, actually. And he is... Wait for it. Out of there. And he drops an ability upgrade. Very nice. So if there was anything that had summons... See one. Let's see one that... Oh, wait. And or summons, but not effects. I almost wonder, is there's something I'm not doing right with this character. He is... Let's see. Yeah, it's like... I'm wondering if there was, like, some other ability or some other thing I'm not, like, doing correctly with this lad. But but I don't really see anything that would, like, indicate, like, oh, there's, like, some other cool guy ability he has that I just haven't thought to try. I guess it has been a while since I played this game, but I didn't think there was, like... here, if, like, can I go in the menu? Not just yet. If there was, like, oh, yeah, right-click for, like, special abilities. You just get the fuck knocked out of you, right? And then you grind and you spend money, or resources at least, on the meta progression. Like, that makes perfect sense, of course. So anyway, so I think we actually had this one in a previous run. Intervals. Let's do this one. I feel like I had a good time with that one. I check the menu real quick. Settings. Try yeah, keyboard bindings. Make sure there's nothing else. Yeah, just attack. That's it. Yeah, no like other nonsense. No other special bullshit. This fast fella right here. Attack speed, always a good idea. Projectile size, but more attack speed. You know, I might just go with that, actually. Pretty compelling. It's pretty compelling. We did rescue the guy at least, and we, of course, haven't really found anything to write home about with regards to stuff to send back to the service, unfortunately. Oof. First one of the night might not be a dub, which is fine. Understandable how that goes. Let's say probably more attack speed. I know I've been investing quite a bit into attack speed, but might as well. I don't remember if the meta progression upgrades are character specific, like class specific, or if they're for all characters that you've unlocked. I honestly can't remember how this game does it. Good news is I feel like our DPS is actually pretty good right now for the standard fellows. We're clearing these guys out pretty well. It's the big guys that have me a little bit concerned. Force and range, sure. Those needles nice and needlier. As I needle them, I need them to be needly. But not needy. If I had something to pop into the bucket, I would do so if I could. Attack speed and smaller size. Let's do this one again. I think it's to all characters. I think you're probably right. I think it probably is to all characters. Got some more money. He's got some cheesums. Got a little bit of health back, which is nice. It's not like a huge heal. Oh shit! Yeah, careful those arrows. It's not a huge heal when you get an edible item, but it is nice. That guy's been a thorn in my side this whole damn time. I'd very much like to pop his ass. His ass is known difficult to be poppable. His ass is resisting the poppages, and it's not from a lack of trying. This guy sucks, yeah. Or I guess he's probably a mini-boss, but he definitely is sucky. And not the good kind. Let's do multi-strike. That sounds good. Oof. Sounds like Ogasa knows all too well what this lad's all about. The mini-boss guy spawning. Just more damage. Can't go wrong with more damage. That's a classic right there. Grab that money, because if nothing else, I definitely want the meta progression. Let's go for... Yeah, the defensive one sounds good. A little bit more health, a little bit more of all that good stuff. Ouch. Good news is that flying guy's getting pretty fucked up, and this guy's also getting pretty fucked up. He might be on the way out. If I play my cards right. Crit bonus, range, spawns for... Yeah, I'm still just unsure. Now, it does say main weapon. It applies to the main weapon. So, maybe what this means is... Oh, spawn / projectiles. So less damage, but more projectiles, basically. More damage to the needles, or better range for everything. Let's do more damage to the needles. I feel like our range is probably pretty good. Probably. I mean, I'm down for more, but it's maybe not a thing I need to prioritize necessarily. Maybe do kind of want to prioritize is dropping this fool. Drop that fool. I got an achievement for it, too. The Wraith Horseman. And I get an item to bring with me. Physical damage. Chance to spawn a shockwave. That's pretty cool. 20%. That's honestly potentially very good for some characters. Archer's good. Yeah, I think the Archer's how we got our first dub in this game. Base damage, block strength. I mean, both of these seem pretty cool. Base damage is nice. This sounds great for certain characters. Not so much for the spellcaster, but like the starting melee guy, like he'd be perfect for something like this. A 3.5 meter radius, yeah. That sounds like it could be really good. I'm going to take that one. And I'm going to go ahead and send it up. because I suspect this run does not necessarily have legs. I mean, I'm not giving up on it, but I'm also not, like, hitching my wagon to it, if you feel me. I won't be heartbroken, or I'm gonna go without this thing. So I'll pop this in, send it up, especially because it does this guy no good anyway. I don't think he has any physical attacks. The fact that we killed that big Wraith fella, the Wraith Horseman fella, means that we will get that quest completion, which means we're going to unlock meta progression for this guy, which is nice. Also, doesn't hurt that we solve the Cupbearer's quest, and presumably that means he'll be back in town to help us in some way. More damage, hell yeah. But we'll take it, man. We'll take it. And whenever I see money on the ground, it's like, gotta grab that money, especially if it's like a nice, big, delicious chunky chunk. If I can make my way to the ability, that would be great. It's a shame they spawn so far away, but that is how it goes. That is how it goes with a long corridor like this. I think there was an item. Oh, by the way, I killed 1,000 guys in this zone, which is pretty sweet. Is that big damage? Oh, it's the big suck. That's the big suck. Base movement speed wouldn't... I mean, I've kind of ignored movement speed in lieu of more damage. Movement speed wouldn't be a shabby idea. Also, survive with, what was it, 12 minutes? It's at 18 minutes left. I think there's probably a timer somewhere. I just don't see it. Oh, ghosties. Gonna drop this guy. There we go. Dropped his ass straight. Big money. Yeah, I don't see a timer on screen, but it said 18 minutes left, and I'm assuming it's 30 minutes for each attempt. Each run. I remember the ring blades. Deals magic. So I guess that's like the next form of the needles. Magic damage in the area. I mean, that kind of like builds off of what we already have. That feels like a pretty solid choice. I remember liking the ring blades for sure. Now that is physical. This is magic, and our guy is a magic man. That one's the direction you're facing, which could be good. Which could be good. Oh, there it is. You're right. You're right, Rossi. Thank you, bud. Thank you. Yeah, so we are at the 18 minutes remaining mark, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We're also getting decently close. Closer, at least, to the next projectile. Or next ability. But, of course, you know, killing these boss fellas also gives you extra special level ups and extra special ability drops, which is a good thing. I would say... I don't know if I'm super excited for less damage and more spawns. I mean, I do like the more spawns part, but that damage part's kind of a bummer. Drop this guy. I said confidently before realizing, there we go. Just takes a second. So, Radiant Aura, Transfixion. Equally among all enemies in the range, which could be kind of cool. Again, we can't reroll. Every enemy hit. Chance to apply Fragile. I wonder what the chance is. It doesn't tell me what the chance is right now, but probably when I pick it, it'll tell me. I feel like I had good luck with this one in a previous run. Choose an item. I'll take the Oblivious Bottle, thank you very much. Allows the Cupbearer to increase the amount of available potions of Oblivion. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool as hell. Now, are you allowed to send up multiple things? I don't think you are. I don't think you're allowed to send up multiple things in a single run. So I don't think I can do anything about this, unfortunately. I don't see the bucket. I don't see the well on the map. So I think even if I were to go to that spot... Oh, they turned to statues. Even if I were to go back to that spot, I think I would see that there was like nothing for me there. If I were to like go back to where the well was. Yeah. I can't help but notice that the gargoyle fellows, how they kind of circle you a little bit. They're like kind of orbiting around you. They're revolving around me like I'm the sun or some shit. And I almost wonder if that's reminiscent of a very specific and deliberate behavior that those kinds of enemies do in Diablo 1. More damage, but less force. I feel like I've been investing into force, so yes, I'm okay with that, actually. But in Diablo 1, those gargoyle dudes... Actually, not just the gargoyles, but a lot of enemies in Diablo 1 had, like, very specific things they would do based on your light radius. Based on your light radius. A lot of people, like, when you play Diablo 1 and 2, light radius is like a stat that seems like not very exciting. It seems very unimpressive, like, oh, big deal, I can see better, who fucking cares? But turns out behind the scenes, it's like a mechanic that determines, like, or influences enemy behavior. Because a lot of times, when you're playing Diablo 1, you'll see enemies, they'll, like, walk up towards you, but then they'll stop and kind of hang around your light radius before, like, closing in for the kill. And it's like, it's like there's like patterns you can recognize with like certain enemies, like how long they wait to attack and how far away, of course, outside the light radius they sit, that kind of thing. So it can kind of help with crowd control and help with just managing a fuck ton of enemies you're dealing with. And all that is an artifact of the fact of the aspect that Diablo 1 was originally going to be a turn-based game. I don't know if I love a ton of these, but the movement, or health regeneration. It's not much though. I'll take movement. There's what was the guy's name that was the main developer behind Diablo 1 and the one that kind of ushered it into being an action RPG. He loved NetHack, and he loved like the idea of going into a dungeon, getting cool stuff, and fighting the bad guys, all that jazz. Like, he loved it, but he wanted it to be faster. So originally the game was going to be a turn-based game. Not this game, of course, but Diablo. Diablo 1 was going to be a turn-based game. But at some point he was like, man, why don't I just make the turns faster? Because he was like testing the game. He was like, this is cool, but I want more. I want the game to be faster. I want it to be like the next level of what a game like NetHack seems like it could be. And that was basically how they did it. The game is like kind of behind the scenes, technically kind of a turn-based game, but just with extremely rapid fire turns, and that manifests in weird ways, one of those being the light radius aspect of the game. So anyway, it's just one of those kind of fun facts with like how the sausage was made, how Diablo ended up the way that it is, and how there's like certain enemy movements, certain behaviors where if you look closer you can kind of see like side effects of what was originally intended for the game. Now some of you might think, well, Alex, isn't every game technically turn-based? If you think about, like, yeah, you know, we go one frame at a time. It's like, of course, yes, but I think that like progression makes it gives it a unique situation. Base crit bonus, attack speed. You know what? More movement speed. There's other scary boys spawning. I can feel my dude is a lot faster. More scary boys spawning. I should be ready to deal with those boys. Should be ready. That is one of those boys. Now, he's not been that scary. He's been throwing projectiles at me that have been fairly easy to dodge. But I know what's coming. In the meantime, let me grab this thing. Oh, another little guy. Got a little hammer. Dragon's Breath. Fire, which is cool. Or more of these things. Just more damage. Sure. Also level up. I'll say... you know, crit bonus would be helpful for the bosses. And the mini bosses, that kind of thing. Oh, Jesus. He, like, did a little... He, like, vibrated and fucking launched himself. Ouch! So, I'll do what I can against these boys. And the fact that they may or may not be back in town. There was also another... Actually, no, I think I did kill him. I was gonna say, there's another one of the standard fellers that we did see. Like the standard, like, armor guys we did see, but I think we did drop them. But more damage, but smaller radius. Ugh, I mean, that's a sexy damage. But if I do my job right, I shouldn't be putting myself in the range of the bad guys. I mean, that would kind of almost imply that I want to be like a close quarter guy, and I don't think this is a close quarter guy. I don't think this is that kind of part. There's nothing else on the map to specifically gun for. So at this point, we're just trying to survive and build ourselves up to hopefully take on the boss. I'm not sure we're making it to the boss, but I will try my darn doodliest. I will do my darndest to try to get to the boss. But, and I don't mean Bruce Springsteen. Although, I mean, it would be cool to see him. Yeah, I do. I'm a fan. Get some of that money that dropped. Attack speed, more range, but less radius. More range for everything. Damage, but less force. I think I'm okay with damage and less force. I think that's okay. We've been, like, investing in force through other means. So I'm like, I think it's like a worthwhile trade-off. God, those icy boys. Icy boys keep it real cool. Oh, that was a big money drop. 25, hell yeah. Crit chance, big damage. I think I would like the other version, which is give me a bigger radius. I think that sounds nicer. In the meantime, crit chance, yes. We have a pretty good crit chance. I'll take even more of it. Take even more. Ouch. Meantime, little gremlin fella's getting pretty fucked up. The armor and shield guy, he's, I think, doing pretty well, unfortunately. I like how they do tell you where they're going to be landing with their special attacks. Little gremlin guy's not long for this world. And he is out, but I don't think he dropped any cool things. Nothing that was like a cool guy ability. Also, do my eyes deceive me? Are they respawning the barrels in the boxes? Because I assume that that is a one-time deal. But it seems like they're respawning. I'm seeing, like, food and money over an existing box, which is kind of strange. Not complaining. I think I will take that one. Because they don't heal a ton when you eat a block of cheese or eat a couple carrots, but it is something I won't complain about. Oh, shit. Gotta say, I was a little bit nervous at one point that we were kind of falling behind the 8 ball as far as damage and general survivability goes. And I don't believe we're out of the woods, but this is going better than I thought it would have. Going better for sure. That is a damage upgrade or something. At first I thought it was just the suck, but now I'm not doing the suck. More damage, which means I should kind of hang on this guy. Fuck him up real good. Attack speed, base health, crit bonus. Yeah, give me that crit bonus. Crit bonus is actually kind of useful right about now. It's really helping to fuck him up real good. I like that a lot. A lot. That carrot, yeah, holding 9 HP. It's not much, but it's something. I do like that when you what is it called from Doctor Who? The statues that only move when you're not looking at them or when you're blinking or something. Whatever those are called in Doctor Who, these enemies, I appreciate when they're in blinky mode, in like statue mode, you do exactly 1 damage. I need you to cease being alive. They're called the Weeping Angels. Thank you, Augusta. Thank you. Got the Frost Knight. Weeping Angels sounds right. I guess I'm an Invocator. I guess I'm a summons guy. We don't do any burning. Oh, well, that's a summon. Damn, maybe I should take that so that this makes sense. Now, again, I can't take any of this with me. Well, actually, maybe I can equip it and, like, take it with me. Maybe that's the idea. Imps that attack enemies. Yeah. Because the thing is, I don't see how this is helping right now. We've leveled into summons. My current attack is a summon? Okay. As that's what, like, confused me. That the current, like, the basic, like, just the base attack. Base attack seemed kind of unimpressive. Well, not unimpressive, but just, like, as a projectile. But it's like, I think I know what Irasi means, though, where it's like, it's a projectile, yes, but they do, like, zero in on bad guys and kind of move on their own. So that is pretty cool, but that's the thing. This would only help my default attack. Whereas this, like Elgaso pointed out, does get juiced up by all the other summon things I have. I think this would receive that benefit, I think. So yeah, I'm inclined to go. Let's take that one. That means with the imps that we summon should get juiced up the same way that our base attack got juiced up by those other summons increases. I think that's exactly it. Thank you to the guys for helping me kind of theory craft here as I'm trying to find my way. Find my way in this very fun, but sometimes tricky to remember the details. Game is fun, but sometimes a little bit tricky to remember all the ins and outs. What can I say? I'm a man who loves a good in and out. What can I say? What can I say? So this projectile man is going to be a problem. It's not just stay out of the lines, it's stay out of the lines and stay out of the vector they follow. Definitely don't want that. More force, more range, fewer problems. Let's do that. Usually pretty decent on the low difficulties. Well, I think I'm on what is right now considered a low difficulty, or whatever the basic default is. I do see that when I pause, or sometimes when I go into, when I'm leveling up, it says like experience plus 50%. So maybe I did something that like upped the ante slightly, but I don't doubt that there's multiple difficulty levels, and that I'm probably not at an advanced one. What I do know is that this guy's gonna get got. Got. Love it. Does different things for different skills. Right. It seems like it's worthwhile for sure, but yeah, it's a little bit wobbly sometimes. Diagonal directions, mediocre direct damage, but can inflict frost, which is nice, and can knock back. That one's all about flamies. That's always about sparking and stunning. And this guy, I think we saw, does have a spark damage increase, which is cool. Burn and frost, not so much decay. Yeah, maybe I should just get over my, like, not loving this kind of ability hang-ups and just go with this. The nice thing is that I think what usually happens is that when the final boss appears, I think they stop throwing normal bad guys at us. So I think, so this would very much help against the final boss. Knockback on AoE, yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. But yeah, this up here, 50% experience. That tells me that like well, actually no, maybe it's because I've found a scroll. Maybe that's what that means. I'm not so sure, but I thought when I saw this, I thought maybe that meant I had some kind of like static bonus because of an increase in difficulty. I will take the lightning strikes. Yeah, I feel like that's more useful later on. Assuming I'm able to get to the final boss. It's pretty good, yeah. That's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. I'll take more movement speed because some bosses really require you to have some movement to get around the ass. I'd very much like to get around that ass. We got 10 minutes left. I'm trying to like prepare for the future. Again, no guarantees we're gonna make it to the boss, but it's nice. It's nice to dream. It's nice to be optimistic. Realistic? Optimistic? More Radiant Aura Strength, more summons, at least with the main attack thingy. So let's increase the ante for the light radius thing. The more the better. I do like the little impy boys, like we got 3 of them. That makes me happy. And they don't have a health bar, I don't think, at least. I got a whole bunch of achievements just now, only 10 minutes left. Of course, it was not lost on me that like there was no bad guys for like a second. Like for a moment it was like, oh god. Got quiet, what the hell's happening? But the 10-minute mark is a big one for sure. That's one nice thing about playing a game like this, especially if you haven't played in a while, or if you haven't played a whole lot of it, is that, you know, after every couple patches, every couple DLC, there's new characters, there's new there's new unlocks, there's new achievements, there's new milestones to reach. And if you haven't played the game a whole lot, or if you haven't played in a while, there's like new stuff to delve into, and it's satisfying. Unlocking a bunch of shit, like just knocking out a bunch of things, seeing that progress bar go bing, 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 with all the cool things you managed to do in that one run. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Area radius, yeah, I'm not quite as worried about that. If I'm thinking more about bosses and strong boys, I'm not quite as concerned about crowd control. Crowd control is nice. Won't take me so far. Avoid being hit for 3 minutes. That's an achievement for just me as a fucking person who plays game. And then immediately fuck it up by taking a hit like an idiot. And then I'm not even gonna read that one. It's just like there's too much shit happening. There's too much stuff. Here's the well, by the way. And sure enough, I cannot send multiple things up the well. I was wondering if I should have waited before sending that one item up, but just means I have to come back here at some point. Damage for the needle specifically, more force. I think I will take more force. I even try to go to the thing. No dice. Out of curiosity, if I go to that book again, will it say something different? Thinking probably not. Multi-strike chance, but less damage. I will take this one. Nope. That, sure enough, that was a one-time interaction. If the book was still glowy, I thought maybe there was still something. More damage for everything, yes. Yeah, that was a good suck. I don't mean to be crass, but that was a good suck. They gave us a lot of the goods. They gave us a lot of good suck nuggets. Oh, by the way, Bonnie the dog is down here. Hi, sweetie. I wonder if it's raining or if it's like gonna rain. She doesn't usually come down while I'm streaming. Hey, sweet girl. Are you a dog? Are you a good dog? I know. I pretend like I'm asking if she's a good dog. I actually know the answer. I know, right? I know. I'm such a sneaky boy. But I know she's a good girl. It's true. It's true. I'll answer for you. Crit chance for this thing. Area radius. I think I'll just do crit bonus. Or crit damage. Sounds nice. Sounds like a good old time. That was a very pleasurable suck. Very pleasurable big suckathon. More force. Block strength, defense. I haven't done dick for strength or defense. I've done it for 3 minutes. I did a good job not taking any damage. And then I immediately followed up by taking damage like a doofus. But I was doing good for a minute there. For a minute. 3 of them even. True. Money-wise, we're doing not too bad. I seem to recall the upgrades are kind of expensive after a certain point, so not sure how much like 900 or 1,000 is going to really do in the grand scheme of things, but every little bit counts. The ding. Or if that ding was something good or bad. I mean, it can't be bad, but if that's like a scary sign I should be scared of. Health potion that I actually strangely don't need. Is there a health potion over there as well? Yes. So I should definitely hang around here because there's lots of healing. 7. Oh, is it big guy? No, it's just a big guy, not the big guy. Atch. It's a new mini boss. My minions can't really seem to get to him. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to do my darn doodliest. My little impy boys can't quite reach him. Whole bunch of dudes behind me, so I can't focus exclusively. Also, let it be known that, like, when I'm looking at him, I can only do so much. Hatch. Hatch. Yee. Good thing I did, and I did level up into the speed. I keep seeing my own imps, and I keep getting jump scared by them, thinking that there's something spooky. Something mean, specifically. That's a good angle. That's a sneaky angle I just found right there. If you're kind of off to the side, it kind of twerks out. Kind of twerks out. It's there's still other things to be scared of. That feels pretty nice. Even more. Or I could say, you know what? I'll lose some area radius. I've been doing such a nice job with leveling into that. Give me that big damage juice. Give me the big damage juice. It's only 40. I mean, it's 40%. Only 40%. It's still a lot. But I don't think it's like a huge damagey kind of deal necessarily. I think it's nice for sure, but I don't think that's like a huge damage dealer necessarily. I think it's more of like a nice kind of like help get guys out the fuck off of you. Oh, I just noticed it's a little head guy. He's giving us head. Atch. The more of their Hydra bodies I snuff out, presumably the more heads they'll throw me. Oh my god, there's a lot of things to look at right now. A lot of things to look at, and I'm looking at all the wrong ones. Looking at all the wrong places. All the wrong places. Actually, I can't tell if the head is something I can damage. I don't see a health bar on it. I think it's just one of his attacks. Yeah. I think it's just one of his attacks. Oof. Or damage, no one to admit. I think we can probably kill this guy. Probably. I'm a little bit concerned about my ability to survive with enough health to, like, make it to the boss, basically. Like, I think we'll be able to drop this guy. But I think it might leave us in such a vulnerable state. This might be, like, the wall for this run. That being said, that damage upgrade increase, temporary as it is, we'll take it, baby. We'll take it. A lot of shit in my ass right now. I need to poop it out. Yep. Yep. I'm, of course, referring to killing this guy. Right. He's the shit, and I'm the ass. I'm the shit, and he's the ass. And I'm taking him out. I don't know. This metaphor is falling apart quicker than I want to admit. My imps are doing their best. Oh, I'm getting zapped in every direction ever. It's not much, but maybe a little bit of defense. How much defense do I have? Probably not much. 5 defense. Shit. I mean, it's something. Damage reduction. Don't know what a +2 would do to that. Probably not much. Let's just continue with the crit chance. I'm gonna try to carve a little path through here, get some health back. There we go. I would really like to kill this guy because I know if we drop him, we get an achievement. Well, probably we get achievement. And employ some degree of my gamer skills, maybe even all, or most of said gamer. Ooh, skills, that would hurt. Oh, that would hurt. I need this guy to die, and I need to be quick. Is it going to be mutually assured destruction? It is, it is. I got multiple drops. Hell yeah, I get me that, a clay golem, that's a summon. I'm not even going to read the rest of it. As a lifelong Diablo 2 Necromancer player, all about them clay boys. Fire adds burn chance. I don't think I want that. Oh my. Jesus. Oh my Jesus. Where's this been all my life? We just invented the Necromancer class. I have 33 HP to my name. I was saying earlier, this is gonna force me to limp along, and boy, I do be limping. I do be limping, but we also be killing. Just gotta find some health and just hope for the best. At least there's fewer projectile boys cutting through the bullshit to get my ass. So, more magic attack on this thing? Sure. Sure, why the hell not? Carrot, yep, that's something, man. I mean, it might literally be just one attack to drop my ass to the goddamn cleaners. Roll duration. What is roll duration? Yeah, maybe I should look to see what that fucking thing is. Oh, he rolls around. Oh, that's cute. That's adorable. Roll duration. Yeah. You know what? That's adorable. I love it. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Fucking love it, baby. I fucking love it. Got places to go. Gotta follow my rainbow. Didn't like the rolling thing. You notice, or you might have noticed, I didn't even read the description. I just said, it's a clay golem. I'm all about summoning things. Fuck yeah. And the rest of it I said, what the fuck ever. I don't give a shit. Unless you're saying there's like another variant of that ability I should have taken. The fact there was a summons, I was like, yes. Fucking Diablo 2 Necromancer brain always popping. Prefer the bopping versus the rolling. So if I would have said this one, oh, I gotcha. If I would have taken that one instead. But by now I think we're locked in, I think we're locked in now. Range for everything or more. Let's take the damage one. Take the damage one. Because now I'm starting to think this probably is a reasonable damage deal. We also, dare I say, have gotten a little bit of health back. Not much, but something. Isn't enough to, like, rebuild. Can we rebuild the health? I see him rolling, by the way. See me rolling. Yeah, again, getting to the final boss, that's a tall order. And then defeating said final boss, also a tall order, especially with this many dudes. But the fact that we've made it this far makes me happy. We're locked in. Yeah, I fear that's probably how it goes. No take backsies. Take that. A little bit more health. A little bit more health. I see a bunch of fucking duders. A fucking Roman phalanx of spirit boys. Are they not killable? I think they are. Uh-oh. Maybe they aren't. Uh-oh. Alright, well, maybe they aren't. Yeah, I might have to just kind of power through. Can't kill the duders. Ooh, that's concerning. I saw the duders, so I was like, oh, I'll just handle it like I handle every situation. With violence. Turns out violence can only take me so far. Which is a shame, because there's stuff back there I would have liked to have been able to snag. But, that's okay. There's more where that came from. Of course, we could always get the Succotron 69,000, the little glove ability, to yank the stuff towards me. Just hope. Let's just hope. I'll say more area for things. Probably, you know, I'll take that pickup range again. Pickup range again. Although I guess that won't help with the final boss. Again, I think with the final boss spawns, that's like the only that's the exclusive focus. Don't get much else happening as far as bad guys spawning. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe bad guys spawn, but pretty sure they don't after a certain point. Maybe now the more I think about it, maybe that wasn't a wise pick. So more health. I mean, if it increases my health, maybe. I'll do the crit bonus. I'll do the crit bonus. 50 health probably won't make enough of a difference. Let's be real. Let's be real. If I die, it wasn't because I was 50 health points away. Not with this run the way it's going right now. Takes a fuck ton of damage. Yeah, it's just not worth it. I'd rather focus on trying to kill other bad guys and get other levels and experiences. Experience that is additional traits and abilities. Regeneration wouldn't be hard to get that excited about regeneration. Regen and block might be able to do it. Don't sleep on the defenses. And you've noticed I usually sleep on the defenses. I usually do. Regen and block can carry you. Yeah, but you probably noticed though. My original thought was like, oh, these base stats are kind of rough. So that's kind of why I've not really leaned into them and more into like run speed, movement speed. I will go and take the base regen. I'm doing it pretty late, obviously, but I'll go ahead and grab it. I'll go and take it because that, you know, some form of healing, meager as it might be, could maybe do a little something for us. But again, oh, we got big movement and also big fire. Like I was saying, the fact that we even made it this far was unexpected. I thought for sure I was kind of toast 20 minutes ago. So I'm happy that we've done as relatively well as we have. I'll take the lightning thing. I'll take that. Slowly building back our resources. Oh, they're sandwiching us from two sides. It's a pincer attack. Got a minute and some change left to go. Not excited by the defenses. I wasn't saying it was a smart philosophy with games like this, but I know me, and that is like the thing I tend to do just in general in this game. In this kind of game. In these kinds of games, I'm like more inclined to see like, oh, big shiny defense, or a big shiny offense thing. Oh boy, more damage. Oh boy, more attack speed, and just be like, oh, health, defense, block chance, lame. I'm out of here. Snooze. Now, granted, I tell myself I am better about noticing it and acknowledging it when it's a character that like has cool defensive abilities. So I was definitely like especially kind of like blasé about it when I saw this guy's crappy defensive stats. So it's like, you know, he has less things that scale off of defense upgrades, that kind of thing. But I will acknowledge that doesn't mean it's a good idea. I wonder if the pincer attack of these guys, if they'll stop when the boss spawns, or if they keep marching and if you don't kill the guy quick enough, they crush your penis. You still gotta get him, yeah. You're not wrong. You're really not wrong, honestly. Had a weird dream, he says. Oh my. A little mouse hole? Oh, a little fella? Made out of pork fat. Oh my god. That's hilarious, Ogasa, but also like a little bit nightmare fuel sounding. A little bit nightmare fueling. I'll do the block strength. I'll fucking do it. I'll fucking do the block strength. Don't tell me not to. I'm doing it. That is extremely weird and very unique. And also very specific. I'm impressed by your ability to recall that level of detail. I always struggle with recalling details in my dreams. It's always a struggle. I'll take the health. It did indeed heal me for 50. That alone made it worth it. 5 seconds before big man. 5 seconds for... Alright, here it comes. Hold on to your dicks. Right, so the guys... I don't think the spooky boys... Oh, the glovies. The handies. He's trying to give me a handy. I don't think I don't think the regular guys are still here, but he is throwing some other shit at me. Let's look at an extra level, of course. Oh, more health. About more health, yeah. Let's give me a little preview, or the attacks we were dealing with earlier, the other mini boss we were dealing with earlier, were previews for this guy, so it would seem. Not shall be surprised. Guy's shuffling. Every day he's shuffling. I'm like really far away. It's like I hope I'm still. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now I can see him. Huh? A lot of things to keep an eye out for. We're not doing a ton of damage, but we're not taking a ton of damage. I say that, man. Fucking karma. And karma, that's what happens when I speak too confidently. Now I can get the things I was missing out on the first time around. Hope I'm hitting them, because, I mean, I'm just launching the things and hoping for the best. And not the most amount of damage. A little bit of health, a little bit of healings. A lot of gold. A lot of gold. Hell yeah. Love that gold for us, baby. Love that gold for us. Buy my sweetie something pretty with all this monies that we're pulling out. Ooh, I'm putting myself in a corner. Dangerous. Dangerous moves. Dangerous schmoves. Put myself in a corner like that. Nobody puts Hobbit in a corner. Hobbit or baby. I'm baby. Also, I'm pretty sure bosses in this game do like... Oh, shit. The thing where... I'm not even gonna read that achievement. The thing where, like, when they get to half health, they, like, up the ante in some ways. So we're doing okay for now, but I think the heat has been turning up. Being turned up. We're getting turned. Oh, look at that. I got 1 extra HP from that heal. He's trying some melee shit. He's getting fast. I wonder if he's trying to attack my minions, because I don't know if they can be killed. Or if they can be targeted even. I think they can be killed, but I don't think they can be targeted. I don't know. It's getting pretty rough. He's definitely got us in the... Ooh, bullet hell. There it is, man. There it is. But we have a revive. I'll take it. I don't remember getting that, but cool. Clearly, that's the meta progression. Oh my god, is that what's gonna save me? This whole time, I was like ready to accept my fate with dignity, and here I am. Oh my fucking titties. Oh my titties! Kill this man quickly before he eats my entire penis. He is out, motherfuck. I thought for sure I was gonna eat ass, and not the good ways. But holy shnikes, we pulled it out. You wanna finish your run? Get me the fuck out of here. Wow. Wowie, wowie, wowie. That revive saved my testicles. Holy moly. So the fella, he picks him up. Oh my god. That's interesting and very vivid. Short and vivid. That's definitely a new one, Elgas, or a weird one. A new and weird one. Ross says the big dubs, man. I was not so sure that run had the juice. We managed to clutch it out. Also, the base attack did great. Also, this attack shockingly did really well. Probably helped by the fact that we kept increasing the radius and then invested into damage. That's pretty nice too. The imps also helped. I think that was the imp ring. Oh no, that's the imp ring. This was the... I can't remember which one that was. But yeah, this was the imp one. It did good. Lightning did pretty well too, even though we got it pretty late into the run. Of course, the needles did well. What were the not so great performers? The clay fella. Not terribly surprising. The necromancers clutch the skeleton boys. There you go. There you go. Yeah, like something really sweet and rich before bed. That can sometimes do it for sure. Spark damage. Very good, man. Very good. Look at all the stuff we completed. Whole bunch of good stuff. And also use the gatherers. Something. Something is the next one. Return to camp. We got 5,000 bing bongs to our name. We got a new homie. We got the shield maiden. A homess, if you will. A new lady, a new character. Well, we got to try out the new lady, obviously. I know, attempted a run with the Exterminator before. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it says summon right there, just like Rossi said. Just like Rossi said. So that was the Warlock. This person is Shield Maiden. They probably are defense-y. Base defense is only 5, which is a little surprising. The Swordsman is more defense-y. Yeah, he's the only one with like a just truly garbo defense. But they got the good block strength. So defense is one thing, but they can negate damage. Whereas not as many other dudes and dudettes have that as an ability. That's pretty cool. So enemies in a circular area in front of the Shield Maiden. And then there's a shield bash attack, which is nice. Pushes things away. Even heavy enemies. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. She's all about block chance. Yeah, defense is nice, but block chance for sure. That revive, man. I'm guessing that was a meta progression thing I'd invested into. Or maybe I had like a special like one-use item in my guy's inventory. I don't think I did, but like, I have no idea. I have no idea what I have. All I know is we fucking got it. And also this guy. What's your deal?
Ah, salutations and good health be upon you, hero. It is a great relief to see you safe and sound. I am Rafik, the cupbearer. My humble services will be forever at your disposal.
Forever?
They are the only thing I can currently offer in return for my rescue. besides my eternal gratefulness.
So you're going to service me?
I can supply you with beverages and potions that might
He's a barkeeper.
improve your odds down in the hall.
Barkeep. Bar
For
wench.
now, a bottle of wine is all I can offer. But if you'd find the right ingredients and additional flasks, I could expand my repertoire.
That's just the one we found in the base in the dungeon that we could not take with us. That is pretty cool.
Step closer. Be my guest.
Gives you a reroll option. Nice. Okay, at the beginning of each run. Okay, I see. So this will be my only one, of course, but eventually more bottles. Right. And also more ingredients, perchance. We can talk to this guy.
I used to be a part of the Duke's court, you know.
I was curious if you would have, like,
It was on his behest
information
that I
about where to
was
find these
sent down into the
things.
halls to accompany one of his armed scouting parties. He was desperate to replenish his treasury, I suppose. Needless to say, none of them survived. Well, there's no going back for me now. I'd rather offer my services to brave souls like yourself
Brave souls.
than return to the Duke's volatile whims.
Okay. I was curious if you would say, like, oh, yes, for the next thing, I recommend going here. Meh.
Do come back alive.
Then for the thing that we did retrieve from the well.
Hello.
Now, we already had this. Physical attack. That's expensive. That is expensive. But, man, what kind of racket this guy running? I'm the one that plundered the dungeons. I'm the one that sent the things up, and now I have to, like, pay this guy to give it to me? Like, bro, what the hell? What the hell am I, dude? Now, that being said, physical damage. I'm pretty sure that's this dude's or dudette's thing. I click this again and, like, read their attack dealios. Physical, melee, yeah. So, man. I feel like I should just go ahead and get it. I think that'd be really good for her. And other melee characters. Physical damage. Yeah, it seems like it could be really nice. And scale well as well. So this kind of thing is... Yeah, these are the meta progressions. Kind of curious. Force per rank. Oh, there it is. Oh, Galsi, you nailed it. It absolutely is a meta progression dealio. And by the way, that's our boy Lunar Sketch. That's our man John. Thank you for that raid, my friend. Thank you, John. Very sweet of you. Very sweet of you for that raid. And Elgasa beat me to the punch because he's the fastest fingers in the West. Fastest fingers in the West. And by West, I mean in the Atlantic. in the Northeast. But thank you, John, for that raid. Thank you very much, man. Doing some Pokemon Legends. Pokemon Zaza. There you go. He's got that vape niche. As always, John, if you have any clips you want to share, you're welcome to freely share it. I'd love to see what kind of fun hijinks you get up to on your streams. And of course, yeah, I know a lot of folks have been playing the new Pokemon game. I've also been seeing people thirsting over the one lady. There's like the one lady in the game that everyone's thirsty about. And hey, I'm not here to say that that's wrong. I'm very much pro thirsting after fictional characters that are enjoyable to thirst after. So this is not me being a prude. This is me just acknowledging, like, yep, the internet is a fan, and that's usually a pretty good measure for like how a game is received. People are rarely horny for bad games. I mean, I say that. Sometimes that's not always the case, but usually it's a good sign. So I'll take the horny with the good side. And I will indeed buy this thing. This one seems cool. This one is cool. Every 1 second random debuff on a 3 meter radius. That is neat. I think I'm feeling this guy. So let's give her that echoing band, and we get to outfit this character because this is our first time we're playing as her. We're playing Halls of Torment. We're playing Halls of Torment, really cool Vampire Survivors-like kind of game, a Vampire Survivors-like game, but it is very much old school, like dungeon crawler inspired. So Diablo 1 and Baldur's Gate and all that kind of old school shit. At least from the presentation's perspective, it's very pleasant. Definitely want block strength, yes. Block strength. Movement speed is great. Normally I would go for the movement speed. We want heavy, blocky, defensy, badass bullshittery. So yeah, give us like this, the heaviest, blockiest shit we can find. Helps you locate better stuff. Oh, that's actually nice. Movement speed and tells you where the stuff is. Or, as you get lower on health, you deal more damage. That one is cool, but this one actually might be more beneficial for getting the cupbearer all sorted out. I only have the one helmet, so that's an easy choice. And then for the glovies, attack speed or pickup range. Since we're making this character kind of slow, I'm almost wondering if I should do attack speed. The pickup range would be kind of nifty. I'll do the attack speed, though. I'll do that. The Gatherer's Charm. Told me to use it. They probably did. They probably did tell me to use it at some point. But it seems, even just organically, it seems like a nice thing to try out. This sound neato. Neato and oh, I was gonna say, I saw like mushrooms in the distance. I was like, oh, can I just grab these? No, it's not that kind of mushroom. Not that kind of mushroom. So, if I wanted to, I could spend what very little money I have on maybe some other fun things. Like more defense. Is there block? The other things, there's force, of course. Of course, it's a force. Effect on hit chance per rank. Area per rank. Attack. Yeah, I'm a little bit shy on being able to afford a notch on those things. Burn damage. Regular damage. Again, just a little bit shy on those. I think I will take defense. Can I do one more? Feels like another that's 1,000. 1,800, 1,200, 400 for sure. There we go. And then, yeah, of course, yeah, the quests aren't really things you like select to unlock. They're just things that we're aware of. You can like select, I guess, which one you're like tracking if you want to track the progress in something. Now, that being said, did I unlock the new thing? I unlocked a new area, the Frozen Depths. I like look at these things. Yeah, I'll say, do the Scriptors. That's a bonus quest, of course. Don't deal damage with abilities for 30 seconds. Just be a pacifist for a while. Interesting. Just be not damagey for a while. Collect protective pendant. 3 million damage to the Astronomer's Orbs. 50 million damage in one run. 500 million damage. Good lordy lord. Bunch of lightning boys. Whole bunch of enemies in one run. Hellhounds. Skeletons. Ooh, skeletons sounds fun. I'll have that be our tracked item. Our tracked quest. Also, just so I'm clear, it doesn't show it right now. And I don't think it'll always show it, but I will be curious to see what kind of like bonuses this character has. Being that the previous guy, he had like an extra benefit with lightning damage, with shock damage, that kind of thing. Presumably melee is going to be the big obvious choice here, but don't pick that up just yet. That's really slow attack speed. Really slow attack speed. We're going to want to get those numbers up eventually. Now for our first level, though. So more damage. But let's look at the stats real quick. So, of course, block. Of course, defense. Perfect. Movement speed. It's bigger. It's more than it would otherwise normally be. That's all well and good. We have these three things. 3 attackies. There's our shield bash. Yes. Let's see if that. Yeah, here we go. So it looks like the same thing here. Spark damage is a bit of a bonus to it, and we do have one reroll available to us. So stick the damage. But eventually, attack speed will be a nice thing to include. Crit chance, force, crit bonus, crit chance. Can't really go wrong with crit chance. Doing the quest / achievement hunting, yeah. Yeah, the pacifist run. I could see that being pretty wild. I could see it being pretty spicy. Kind of want to get, or start moving towards the ability. That being said, I do want more levels. Pickup range. I'll take pickup range this early on. Solid choice. Match. Yeah, it's not like a thing that's like loading. Oh, but I do have healing. I have quite a bit of regeneration, more than I was expecting. I'm not gonna pick up the glove just yet. Is that glowing? Like you can. Oh, ow, You can break it. Oh, and it causes like an AoE. That's or like an environmental effect. That's pretty sweet. I get to read. I do, but first, more area actually would be kind of nice here. I'm not sure if range is all that helpful right now, but area absolutely is helpful. Frost-covered pages.
With his cold, beating heart removed, all that remained was relentless hate.
It did not relent.
By its pounding, the Lord's last lieutenant captured it and disappeared into the raging blizzard. Only the ghostly lights, deep in the frozen hollows, may know where the hating heart is hidden.
Ghostly lights deep in the frozen hollows. In the last level, it was like, watch where the ravens are. Here it is, look for the ghostly lights. So range extends. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So it would still be worthwhile for sure. I mean, both are nice, but yeah, that one makes sense. Ah. Are these the ghostly lights? Ooh, maybe I follow them. I don't know if it's wise for me to follow them this early into the run. Doing it. Yeah, what was the puzzle last time? It was like to find some kind of cool artifact. Can't remember if we did it. Of course, we solved the cup maker, the cup bearer's quest, all that jazz. Block strength. I'll take block strength. Yeah, parry. So like our guy like locks on automatically for like knowing how to block and how to parry. That's really nifty. The closest fella. I wonder if we succeeded in the last mission then. There was still something to go. I mean, I'm sure there's more to go back for, obviously. It's not like you beat the level once and you're done. There's always more to see. You know, the great philosophers of our time once said, so much to do, so much to see, so what's wrong with taking the back streets? Yeah, range is always solid. For, yeah, probably pretty much for everybody, let's be real. Block strength and movement speed. Yeah, solid. Dedication. Maybe I should have looked. Maybe I should have looked. Like, what other thingies were there? But could I right-click? Okay, yeah, maybe not just yet. But also, I do see the little fella is pointing me which direction are some extra fun things. Yeah. I am, like, doing a bit of healing, but not as much as one would prefer. The little gremlin fellas, the little crawly boys. Wait, I think I missed the direction that the little lights went. I think I might have lost them.
Okay.
Move down this way. We are healing. It's a little. It takes a minute. It's a little slow. There we go. There's the lights. Dedication, class, or class specific. Yeah, that makes sense. I figured they probably were. Shield bash skills with block speed. With block speed, or is it block strength maybe? I could definitely see that. Auto targeting is a toggle. Yeah. No, I do like it for this one. Yeah, block strength. Yeah. Yeah, I figure like this is class specific, and I figure anything that has this kind of thing where it's like a multi bonus, usually that's like a class specific or ability specific kind of trait. Usually lean for auto target. I would say I usually do too. That being said, I have like I think I have like the normal auto target disabled, but it seems like the blocking thing. I think the blocking thing does lock on. That way you're always facing the nearest thing. That can be scary for blocking purposes. That is. I think I will take this one by the way, more for defense. Defense side. Can you find following the lights because something cool might await us. You're probably not the light fella. You're just something big and scary and mean. Ouch. Ouch. Oh my god. These fucking little fellers are being quite annoying indeed. Very much indeed. Pickup range, regular range, damage. Damage is always good. But although range, pretty compelling idea. Pretty compelling offer. Oof, oof, oof. Hard time dealing with these guys. Wonder if I've spent too much energy trying to follow these dudes and not enough energy, like, picking up the artifacts. The traits, rather. This damage is not good. Was that it? Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, no, that's just, stuff to take with me. Oh, God, I'm gonna die. Oof. Like I'm blocking for sure, but I'm just, too many things are, like, powering through me. Maybe more regeneration. I think we might already... That ship might have sailed. Yeah, I mean, I'll take the revive, but, ooh, it's not looking good for old Alex. Getting overwhelmed. I think maybe my guy's too slow. Maybe I should have invested more into movement speed. Yeah, and on top of all that, I did lose where the lights went. Yeah, because, like, I'm too far away to be able to reach things. I probably should have done more with range. Or maybe instead of, like, trying to reach things, and again, like, backpedaling and trying to reach things, I should be going for these laser boys. These laser boys are not doing me any favors. And then melee. That one's melee. Burn or frost. Burn and frost is identical, really. Just comes down to preference. I'll take that one. Yeah, I think we're kind of behind the 8 ball at this point. Ain't giving up, though. Ain't giving up. Crit chance. Let's do this one. A lot of dudes. Oh my god, the thing is just like sitting in my ass. Not in the good way. Like we can't reach the dudes that are really being annoying here. Or area maybe. There we go. He is up close now. He is up close to me. Oh, there it is. Yeah. That was a quick one. That was a quick one. I want to try that character more. I want to get good with that character, but maybe not on a map that's brand new to me. Maybe I should be a good boy and play this character with a map that is more familiar. Attack range can compensate for lack of speed. Right, because our character is maybe a little bit on the slow side right now.
A deal is a deal.
Not that I'm talking shit. I've always been on the slow side. You don't see me blabbing about being a quick-witted fella. I mean, we could try to alter that a little bit by switching these out for the booties. But I feel like I need to lean into this person's strengths. I need to lean into their block strength, all that jazz. So I will indeed kind of have that be the main focus. That being said, if there was even more for either block or defense or movement speed, I can't afford movement speed. Yeah, I'll do one of those. Do one of those. Not much, but it's something. And out of curiosity, the haunted caverns, for instance. Yeah, for sure surviving, but I'm thinking about like those optional quest thingies where there's like a little book and it tells you about like a really cool thing. Oh, it wouldn't be the caverns, it'd be the... Well, actually, would it be the caverns? I know there's some of these that are like... Oh, here we go. Bonus quests, right? Oh, well, not really. Not really what I meant. Ingredients. I'm assuming we take those with us. Now, I'm more referring to like the cupbearer quest, that kind of thing. That's probably more level specific, if I had to guess. Yeah, Scorched Earth, yeah. I'm curious about the Boglands for sure. Let's just do another run in the basic area, the haunted caverns, or yeah, let's try there because there might be something there, something like new there to try and experience. And of course, it's the classic. We have one thing on blue caps, which is great. And it sounds like you don't have to gather like multiple of them. Like you have to gather multiple blue caps or multiple other ingredients to make a potion or a beverage. It's just gonna happen. So, got some skeletons to fight. Always a good time. If we kill 3,000 more of them, we'll get the... What am I doing? Fight. I was gonna say the money's fine, but I don't want the health just yet. The well. Seems like next to the well is where the little page things are usually. It's a familiar sight. More damage, yes. Familiar sight. More range and more... And or speed would certainly be nice. Of course, block strength, always a solid choice. Crit chance. Attack speed. Attack speed is nice. I think I will take block strength. But attack speed would also help. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there isn't a like a bonus like page quest thing on this map, or maybe we just haven't found it yet. But the fact that it's not near the well is a little bit makes me a little bit uncertain. But there's plenty to explore yet. Kind of slowly, emphasis on the word slowly, edging my way down towards that first trait. Attack speed. Yeah, I will take attack speed actually. There's one nice thing is this guy knocks back, or this lady hits and knocks back. So maybe not quite as focused on like DPS as I would be rather with like just crowd control and attack speed. Yes, killing is great, but sort of like pushing back and trying to direct them. Just getting more attacks out versus more numbers attached to those attacks. The numbers are great, don't get me wrong, but have limited, less appeal than it would normally have. More range, there we go. Of course, we're also playing on a level that's more familiar, and enemies that are also more familiar, as this, of course, is the first at the default level. Versus enemy types that I've not seen before, and also probably meant to be tougher. I imagine this is, like, generally considered to be an easier level than the later levels, if I had to guess. And of course, it all gets harder as you go along, but it wouldn't shock me if the devs were like, yeah, this is, like, the simplest one. More area. Crit bonus, more regeneration. You know, I will take that more regeneration. That's something I will lean into more with this character in particular. Got the little blob fellers. These guys would listen to the glorp music for sure. These guys would be all about the glorps. By the way, Elgaso and anyone else here for the stream yesterday, we were like vibing with the glorp tunes, the fucking like frog music. I showed it to Gracie. Like, Gracie, do you want to hear some excessively moist music? She was like, excuse me? I played it for her, and then I read off some of the comments, and she was like, yeah, it's pretty good. And then, Gracie's one of those where it's always, you know the phrase, it's always the quiet ones, right? You've heard that phrase? This applies to her, because she's, like, very quiet and very sweet and very, like, not the kind of person to, like, come up with this dank shit, necessarily, but after, like a minute of listening, she was like, wait, is that the sound... I think I said something about, like, it's, like, good music for, like, worms and frogs and things that like moisture. And when I said worms, she was like, wait, do you mean, like, RFK's brainworm? And I was like, oh my fucking god. That's good. Like, that's what RFK Jr. is hearing in his head. But, like, a very distant, like, it's, like, very silent in his brain. It's, like, very quiet, but he can kind of hear it. Just at all times, especially when, you know, he's fucking... giving a press conference how it's okay to eat like roadkill or whatever that he's fucking saying because he's a fucking deranged lunatic. So like, you know, he's addressing the Capitol, he's talking with the president, and he's just hearing that fucking glorp music, but like very faintly. It's not super loud, but it's always there, and I'm like, damn, that's when she said that, I was like, that's fucking good. That is extremely weird, and I kind of love it. So it's just a flat percent movement speed versus meters per second. I mean, meters per second percentage. I think I will take that. Also, really good block speed or block strength increase. These guys will eventually die in the matter of hours at my rate of DPS. Just say my DPS. But they will die eventually. Yes, your days are numbered. As are your decades and your centuries. Crit bonus with the cool weapon, pick up range. I'll just do regular old damage, good old-fashioned damage, because we're getting some cool attributes or abilities, whatever it's called. Cool stuff. That's one. That's one down. Can I steal that real quick? Let me just steal it. Yeah, the flame strikes seem to make sense because it's a melee thing. Our guy's a melee boy. It just seems right. A girl, actually, it's a shield maiden. I mean, this guy's cool. It is melee. I don't know. I think being like a steadfast block of metal that like you are the source of things and you're this fucking slow-moving bastard of a shitter makes plenty of sense. Ooh, astronomer's orbs. It is physical. It's not melee, but it is physical. The orbs, man. Like the frost avalanche, though. I think that's a new one, or at least it's new to me because I don't recognize it. Instant inflict frost. Orbs are destructible, permanent, increase speed with your movement speed. That is pretty cool, but our movement speed's not going to be very good. Most likely, our movement speed's not going to be very good. Radiant Aura is good. It is, and we saw last time, it's a badass damage dealer. Shockingly, it's a damage dealer. More than I was expecting. This one does do knockback. Yeah, you know what? The knockback and the frost aspect sound pretty tantalizing. Don't love the orbs. I know there was a couple of quests to like do a bunch of damage or kill a bunch of bad guys with the orbs. I'm sure they're neato, but hard to get excited about them. Go on towards the next little bonus boy down this way. Actually, I think I haven't even reached that one yet, but the idea is that I would be trying to reach it slowly but surely. The ring blades, I seem to really like in the ring blades for sure. Good time with that one. Attack speed. Attack speed would be nice. I mean, more block strength sounds great. Our block strength is pretty all right at this point. We've been doing a good job of investing into defense. Let's do some more attack speed. It's only a 6% chance or a 6% increase. Not much, but it will add up eventually. Eventually, it'll make a difference. What Alex says with searing cope coursing through his veins. At least now we have some other damage dealers can help us around and help us along, and it's not just relying entirely on our basic attacks. That's at least something. That is at least something. Is that our boy Shake with that raid? Shake, you're so freaking nice, man. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for that raid. What a freaking cool dude playing some Dwarf Fortress, dude. I know we were talking about Dwarf Fortress not too long ago. You'll be proud of me because I played Kenshi. I think I mentioned I played Kenshi for the first time a couple days ago. This past Sunday. We did an 8-hour charity stream for Extra Life. And we'll have more charity marathon streams coming up in the next few weeks. I'll do at least 2 more that are both 8 hours long to total 24 hours. We played Kenshi. So that's like another check on the box of like sicko games that I've played. I need to play more. But Dwarf Fortress is also a fucking like sicko, like fucking basement dwelling goblin game that I need to play. Like a game for freaks and weirdos that, you know, not for the normies. It's not for the normies, not for the mainstream. It's for us fucking goblins, man. So that's a game I definitely ought to play. And Shake, you know my spiel. If you have any clips, you've heard it so many times because you've rated me so many times. You're a freaking homie. Appreciate the heck out of you. We're playing some Halls of Torment. We're actually checking out the Boglands DLC. This is the Boglands DLC. Now, I say that, it's actually not really the Boglands DLC because I don't have anything unlocked for the Boglands. Like, you have to, like, you don't just get it, you have to, like, do stuff to unlock that the area, the new area and the playable characters. And this is only the second time I've played this game. I think I've got, like, 7 hours total in this game, so, you know, I'm far from an expert here. But I'm having a fun time. And I'm investing a lot into block strength. So, because this is the Shield Maiden class. For anyone who's played this game, you might recognize this character as the Shield Maiden. And they're all about defense and really all about blocking. So I'm trying to lean into that as much as I can. We got our first dub as the Warlock earlier. In the, whatever that bridge level is called. The whatever, like, it's like just one long, like, corridor. One long corridor. But yeah, thank you, buddy. Thank you, Shake. And also, I should be good for this Sunday. I know this past Sunday I was busy with family stuff, like an idiot, like a chump, doing family stuff like a nerd. But anyway, no, I should be good for this Sunday for some co-op games with the homies. Dwarf Fortress might be a little bit too goblin. It's certainly not for everyone. You know, everything we were saying about Kenshi and Caves of Cud and RimWorld, all these sicko games, absolutely applies to Dwarf Fortress. The nice thing is that if I had to guess, Shake was probably playing the Steam release, which has certainly more user-friendly mouse-keyboard controls, whereas original Dwarf Fortress was keyboard only and like ASCII only and real old school weirdness. Real old school weirdness. This is the Shield Maiden class for those who have played this game, if you're familiar. This, of course, is the original, just the basic level, just the starting level. Elemental effect, that means more likelihood for freezing, I think. So yes, I'll take that. Helps with crowd control. So I'm trying to get towards this little point in the map right here that will give me a trait upgrade. Or not trait upgrade, that's not the right word, but a an ability upgrade. Or potentially a new ability. Either upgrade an existing one or give me a fresh, shiny, slurpy, derpy, quirky one. Let it be known, by the way, we have the frozen thing, and then we also have, you see there, and then we also have an attack that does fire damage. So we got frost and fire. We're hot and we're cold. We're spicy and also nicey. Some more defense. Defense isn't as big of a deal with this character. I mean, it's a big deal. Block strength, I think, is the bigger deal. So in a case like this, you know, I think I will take the base defense, actually. I think I'll fucking do it. I think I will heckin' do it. So we're getting closer towards the goal of killing a bajillion, quadrillion, sextillion number of skeletons. Actually, I think sextillion might be a real number. And Meerkat says, that's a good one. Not that I'm biased. Of course not, of course not. Yeah, it is good. You're not wrong. It is a good one, honestly. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Wow. So here is the thingy. I shall take. Oh, and we got fucking Balrog McGee over here, who is real fast. These are good. Ring blades are good. Fire, elemental, blah, blah, blah. Magic projectile. Yeah, to me, it seems like a no-brainer. Melee is the one to go for, if we can help it. Oh, 2 boys? 2 boys? Gee, Billy, your mom lets you have 2 boys? And they're back in town? Okay, he gave me money at least. She gave me money. Your mama needs. Oh, not gave me money. She would. That's not the point of that song. Or the sampling, the sample for it at least. Am I gonna kill this guy without taking damage like a fucking gamer? Maybe. I think I just did 6,666 damage to that guy. That was actually pretty sick. A lot of 6s. I'll actually take the regeneration. Oh, no, it was 2 6s back to back. That's what it was. I just got excited. Popped his ass. I get a treasure. Broker's cape. Which I think we already have. Or something very similar. Or something real similar. There's a summoner one. Or just a flat base damage. The summoner one would be good for certain classes. Certainly would be good for certain. Yeah, we've already sent the one up. Ain't gonna fuck with it. Ain't gonna fuck with it. I'm glad it tells you. Glad it tells you in case you'd forgotten. Base damage. Can I look what kind of base damage I have right now? I don't think I can. Yeah. I mean, this is helpful now. But of course I would send it up. And then, of course, we're not necessarily obligated to only take what we're going to send up right now. You know what? Let's look at it that way. I'll take what's helpful right now. And if the run looks like it's getting desperate or that we're about to end the run, I'll send up this or something else because we could find more cool things. Finding cool things is not necessarily a one-time deal in this run. We could find more bits of equipment. We could find something really badass, or we could find something that would help with these things, with the juice. So multi-strike, I guess, with just all abilities or range, or crit chance or air. Let's do range. I've been doing area a lot. Let's do range. Also, I'm gonna, speaking of like the drinky fellow, the cupbearer, I am going to see if I can find some of these things. Maybe, I might be really close to something. But that's like wobbling. Oh, I think it just wobbles anyway. Never mind. Yeah, I think it just does wobble. Is it that the guys are carrying something? Is that what's going on? Or is like, because I'm seeing like this thing is moving so much. Is there a dude over there? Maybe it's just like an approximation. I think when we saw an ingredient for the cupbearer last time, it was a very static item on the map. It wasn't the thing that a bad guy dropped. Let's do rank. Just good old-fashioned damage. Can't go wrong with that. Bro, the good old-fashioned delicious damage, just like Mimo used to make, as I love to say. Not like I invented that phrase. I take so much credit. Trying to keep my eyes peeled. And the good news is once we find the once we find the ingredients. Once we find the ingredients, for the cupbearer, It's usually pretty obvious. Like, it glows very obviously. I don't have to be squinting or anything. But it's fun finding your, yeah, ones you recognize. You're like, now, wait a second. I'd recognize that handsome devil. Depending on the weapon skill ability, check the stats. So, yeah, block strength. I was thinking maybe that would tell me where force is calculated. I bet it's something. It's somewhere along these lines. Just telling us where the benefits come from. Was it beyond our abilities? I'm gonna see where it lists this at, because we kind of figured it out for the previous class, for the Warlock class. When you get a trait, it shows that, right, yeah, which level. That's a good point too. Yeah, when you're not so much the abilities but the traits. Yeah, like here, yeah, like this one's level 5, which of course we've already leveled into this one, which makes sense. This one's also level 5 because yeah, we've leveled into that one already. So yeah, force wouldn't be as exciting necessarily. It's part of why I'm kind of curious what force would do with this guy, or for this guy. Thinking maybe like there was something that would say how that would factor in. And that's just, yeah, modifiers, blah, blah, blah. Force isn't even on here, unfortunately. If I had to guess, it's probably like more forceful knockback. That seems like it would make the most sense. Seems like it would make sense. Oh, it did say there? Hold up. So under like the shield, actually, yeah, probably under abilities. Under, let's see, was it the ability on the character screen? Oh, okay. Up range. So I'm looking for like knockback radius. Here we, oh, there it is, man. There it is. Yeah, so knockback range. That sounds like a nifty thing to invest into. Thank you, Iros. Yeah, that's, I figured it was somewhere on the screen and I just blinded it this whole time, but yes, it was, sure enough, it was there. Plain as day. Plain as day. So yeah, that is helpful. And yeah, I would say a more forceful knockback. I mean, it's in the name, right? Force. Use the force. A more forceful knockback. Very much helpful with this character being a stalwart. Stalwart that holds steadfast and knocks bad guys back and doesn't give a shit and doesn't afraid of anything. Oh my. Do I stay in this thing? Is that what's going on? Yeah, you stay in the circles. Well, if there was ever a character that would actually do kind of okay with this challenge. Oh, except those projectiles are probably not good. Yeah, don't get got by the projectiles. Don't do it. Just don't do it. More force, multi-strike. You know, we're gonna be like defensing it up for a bit. Ouch. Oh, okay, I see that. Yeah, so you like stay in one circle for a bit and then you schmoo. Then you mosey. Ouch. Trying to like get those dudes because they're being mean. They're being mean old meanies. Give me more defense. I'm fucking having to deal with some bullshit. That one's done, and then we move on down here. Yeah, might as well knock this out now versus later because you know it's only going to get harder as we go on. There we go. Got his ass. 20 more seconds. 20 more seconds. Block strength, movement speed. Movement speed's pretty good too, honestly. Ouch. Fucking projectiles, man. Goddamn. Get him out of here. Get him the heck out of here. Ouch. I said get him out of here. Don't add them. Good thing I'm blocking. Good thing. Otherwise, I'd be fucking dead already. You'll be dead. Oh, here we go. Did I do it? Token. Oh, it's a what's it called? Token fragment? I can't remember what those are for. I can't remember. Something with meta progression, probably. Crit chance, attack speed, damage with just that guy, damage with just that guy. Attack speed. All right, so we got some good stuff, which is great. Still didn't find the thing I was looking for. That is helpful. grab some of those and continue generally kind of moseying this way with the hope that I'll stumble upon these ingredients are. It's like wobbling so much, makes me think it's like moving in some strange way. You have regeneration. In fact, our regeneration with this character is actually pretty darn good, all things considered. It's faster than it usually is. Environmental thing, which I kind of squandered, unfortunately. I can't remember what those like those little fragment things are for. It's something with meta progression, I'm sure. Or I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's something like for this run, but I think that's pretty similar to what the boss at the end of the previous run with the successful run that it gave us. I think it was something similar. I do multi-strike? I'll do multi-strike, sure. Sure, why the heck not? We're kind of to the point now where I'm not quite as concerned about... ooh, I must have got the good suck. I'm not quite as concerned about having my main attack reach further and reach wider. It's nice, but it's not as much of an issue. I think I will indeed do more knockback. Take more health if you got it. Fancy shield boy. Well, I'm a fancy shield character. Our character, she's a fancy shield lady. Fancy shield lady, so very appropriate that you would show your skeletal face here. I feel like I should just go ahead and pop him. I didn't give a chance to languish. Not give him a chance to languish. Instead, I will give him anguish. Huh? Pretty good, right? Alex, your takedowns are so good. Is what some of you probably are going to say. I can hear you typing right now. Ouch. I got this thing. So I could do the needles. I could do more fire. We got the ice. We could do more fire. Why the fuck not? The direction you're facing? Sure. Good chance to set dudes on fire. That's kind of nice too because we have things that say like, yeah, like do more fire damage, do more frost damage. So the fact we're kind of leaning into fire and ice is kind of neat. It's kind of neato. Multi-strike and area radius or more knockback. I will eventually start leveling into these guys. I think I will eventually. But I'm having so much fun with just like the base stuff for this guy, for this lady. Look, it's working fairly well. Oh, it looks like I went too far. We are going this way. In fact, everything in the world is this direction, apparently. Well, I'm gonna grab that money. Get all these fun things. Of course, you've leveled into these two a decent bit already. And a little bit of area. I would say block strength or damage for just the main weapon. I think the defense is really hot for this character. I should really not do what I usually do, which is to say like I usually succumb to like the siren call of like, ooh, shiny offensive stuff and not consider the defense. And this character is like very much a defensive, here we go, a defensive character that I want to lean into. Got all the spooky boys. Teleporty spooky boys. That being said, damage or elemental chance. Let's do elemental chance, actually. Damage is great and all. I really love the idea of lots of things getting frozen. Now, I realize that probably won't work for bosses. That's usually how these games work, right? Use their immune, or at least resist heavily things that, like, slow or incapacitate. So I should probably look for, like, less of those crowd control effects as we get along here. Crit bonus, yeah, like offensive stuff with this character, maybe not so much. Defense and regeneration, damn, that's sick. That's sick. Eventually I can just stand still and not have to worry about bullshit. That is incorrect. In a game like this, you're always having to worry about bullshit. I have to worry less about bullshit. This guy is being annoying. He's being bullshitty. More knockback. They did say even heavy bad guys. Even heavy bad guys can be knocked back. Good news is, like, we're doing enough damage. That guy's just fucking dead. He just dead. Lightning strikes is good, but that radiant aura is too delicious to pass up for a character like this. All melee, all close range, all good times. Great oldies. More range. Tempting. Yeah. Fucking do it, baby. Do it up. We already have pretty good range overall, which is helping us for sure. Now it's helping us even more. The good news is when we freeze, it doesn't like freeze them in place, it doesn't incapacitate them, but it does slow them, I think. So maybe actually the bosses would be susceptible. Even bigger radius. I haven't done shit for crit bonuses, I don't think, have I? Have I done dick for crits? Crits for dicks? No. I mean, there's like the basic stuff with leveling, but yeah, crit chance is still a solid 10. I don't know. Maybe eventually with this character. Maybe eventually, but I like to think I'm starting to figure out this person's strengths. The cool aura and also extra damage. There's every time for a big scary boy to spawn. It's the time for the big scary boys. Defense or damage with just the fire. It's damage with just the fire. I feel like that one has been pretty good to us. I'll continue to nudge it into being good. Got the glovies. I was actually kind of nudging myself towards the glove that's over that way that we spawned near at the start. Next Peter crit chance. You know what? I will do crit chance. Then that's a pretty good one. You get defense and offense with that one. Oh, but that's a good one too. Oh, mama, that's a good one. And we saw on the previous successful run, at least, that can be a delicious damage dealer. Yeah, I feel like I'm less excited about crit bonus. I am excited about that. I'm excited about that one. Okay, now we're going south. All right. For that really cool ingredient item that we love to see. Things are getting quiet. We're at the 60-minute mark. That means something weird's gonna happen. Here's Skeleton King Fella, which is a mini boss I kind of remember. I seem to recall the boss at the end of this level is extraordinarily fast. And if you're not slow enough or don't have the means of like negating his damage enough, you're just gonna get fucked. So Ring of Fire. More damage to fire. That's pretty cool. That would help us. Necromancer's Clutch would be great for a lot of dudes. Or delicious crit bonus. And that's not helpful for us. That's not helpful for us, but it's a good ring. A good ring. So I'm tempted just to send that one up. Maiden aura kills don't. Oh, really interesting. Because that would be a bummer. Yeah, cast in intervals. Yeah, it doesn't. You're right. It doesn't say that. That's good to know. I'll keep my eyes peeled. I'll like watch for that to see if I can see an obvious kill by the Radiant Aura. See if there's no little experience nuggets, because that would be potentially a bummer. It's like it kills and does really good damage, but comes with a cost. That'd be good for the Exterminator, of course, because he's all about fire. Yeah, that's great for the Warlock, and I'm sure other like spellcaster classes. I think I will take that one. And I think we're gonna send the one up. I'm kind of curious. Here we go. Yeah, so I'm watching them. Yeah, it is killing them, and they are dropping the little nuggets. So I think we're okay. I don't doubt that might have been the case at some point. It might have even been a bug potentially. I mean, unless it's some other AoE. Like the ice ones, of course, are really obvious. But as like these guys are dying, I'm seeing like little nuggets fly towards me. So I think we're okay. Wasn't really seeing the gems. Yeah, I think we're probably all right. But yeah, it wouldn't shock me if that was maybe a bug or like an unintended effect at some point. I know this game has gotten a lot of patches over the years that it's been out. And, of course, a lot of recent patches with the new DLC. Crit chance or chance for multi-strike. I think I'll just take crit chance again for more of that stuff. Ooh, is that like a gold fella? Is he gonna drop like a bunch of fun stuff? He dropped a bunch of cool stuff. That was the slippery gold slime. Slippery fella. Slippery little gentleman. Slippery, well lubricated. What a tricksy fellers. We're sitting pretty good at full health. We've been at full health for a minute, and now I get this thing, the copper grass, delicious, which poisoned the bad guys or something. It turned them green. I don't know why it turned them green, but they're green with envy. Ouch! I just took damage. It fucked up certain quests. Yeah, that makes the most sense. It was probably like a thing that they didn't intend. And that's, you know, how it goes, of course. More damage but lower radius? Yes. Yes, I will take that, because I think that makes things extra tasty for this guy. Yeah, I think we've stumbled upon a pretty darn good build for the time being. I suffer no delusions that it's going to be bulletproof forever, but right now I'm feeling pretty confident. So we don't need that healing potion anytime soon, but I'm gonna grab that one apparently. I'll go and grab those for the monies. For the money, honey. Now we're at the 14-minute mark, all right, which means some new fellers are popping in. Fellers. Yeah, I'm like very much into leaning very heavily into the Radiant Aura. It's not great for all builds, but it's real good for this one. Real good for this one. For this class, rather. Not so much the build, the class. We don't want to be without class. Monies. I think I might kind of slowly... Oh, I do need to head up the well. Let's do the suck first, and then I'll head towards the well. I'm feeling pretty confident that that between the two items we found, I think probably the Necromancer Clutch. We found some great stuff that'll aid future runs with other classes. Character reminds me a little bit of the Crusader from Diablo 3, I think. Got kill 30,000 skeletons. Calcium Hater. Official verified calcium detractor at your service. This lady we're playing as hates those skeletons. Now, it wasn't 30,000 in one run, obviously. Love it, just flat damage increase. Love that. Love that for us. I shouldn't get too overconfident for too long, because inevitably there will be either a scary boss thing that spawns or just an increase in enemy fidelity, enemy output. And I will not be blocking as much stuff as I'm blocking right now, so we do need to keep up with the block speed. Oh my god, apparently I just got a big suck. I was about to get that glove and I just got another one. Goddamn. In that case, I will just kind of make my way towards the well, because I don't want it to go to waste. No need to stack them, I would say. Attack speed and damage for the main weapon only, which is good. Crit chance. I was actually hoping for some defense things I could reroll, but I don't think I mean, these things are good. These are all fine. In fact, I would even say they're all pretty darn good. Yeah, I think I will take that one, actually. It encourages me to be very much in close range. Crit bonus, multi-strike. Ooh, this one actually I might reroll. Both of these are pretty unexciting. The regeneration might be nice. Regeneration might be nice for inevitably when things start to like pierce my impenetrable, impregnable defenses on the regular. I know it's coming. No, I know impregnating my defenses is coming. Impregnating me is coming. It's coming. It's coming. Oh god, it's coming. Up range, crit chance. More damage with just this frost ability. Crit chance continues to kind of be more alluring. I'm starting to see the light with crit chance. Crit bonus is still not exactly a huge priority necessarily, but that being said, I'm gonna kind of focus my attention and blast in this fool. Ouch. He's gonna blast me too, apparently. Got his ass. More light? I mean, yeah. Yeah. More. Give me more, baby. This might be our like biggest damage dealer for this build, much like how I think it was the either top one or top second. It was like first or second place in the previous run for damage dealers when we got the number breakdown, the numeric breakdown. Yeah, more crit chance. Yeah. I haven't done shit with the rings. I haven't done shit with any of these other ones, but done a little bit with the ice projectiles and the flame wave thing, but not much for the ring boys.
Give me the ring, boys, to free my soul. I wanna get lost in your halls of torment and drift away.
Oh, there's the book. I want to read. Bloodstained pages.
End of the blood trail, they've piled up what remained of his victims. 2 morbid shrines, both bearing a fragment of an unholy relic.
Oh, maybe I got one of them.
Unearthing them would require a dire sacrifice. But once reunited, they would form a powerful weapon against the Lord of Pain.
Lord of Pain? I like that song. No, it's King of Pain. Yeah, the morbid shrines. I wonder if I bumbled into one of them at one point. So look for the blood trails. In fact, yeah, I think there was a blood trail in front of one of them. See, I think I just by complete dumbass bullshittery stumbled into one of them. Question is, was this one or the other one? It might have been this one, but we'll see. We got 10 minutes to figure it out. And I'm confident we have what it takes now versus trying to like shoehorn it into the run earlier where I was struggling for sure. More regeneration or more area. Area is tempting, but... Ooh, or defense. What's my defense right now? We'll do base defense. When you follow the blood trail. At least it's not like little shinies that are little twinkly lighty boys that are like running away from me and I have to like re-find them when I look away for a second. We're also putting ourselves delightfully close to the well. Alright, so I think I already got that. You see the little thingy? Yeah, I think we're good there. I'm gonna make a pit stop at the well. Then follow that blood trail back again and get the second half. This will be a good weapon against the Lord of Pain, which I don't know if this is like this level's boss specifically or just saying in general, you know, the big scary baddies out there. Like the forces of evil, basically. You have that one hand. Give us a hand. Not as many bad guys spawning in. We're at 940 right now. It's not exactly like an exciting or sexy time increment. Block strength. Yeah, I was saying how I want to keep up with block strength. I mean it. Putting my penis where my mouth is. The green boy. I think. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like a special fella. Just spawning now. I'm excited we saw like the golden slime, and I guess he just gave us a lot of money. Oh, I like money. Damage with shield bash, baby. I'm doing a lot of cool damagey things. I'll follow this other one. It'll probably have a similar ritual. Familiar even. Ouch. That's the thing though, I'm not really having to think too hard about this or like even play carefully. I'm kind of allowed, dare I say, maybe even enabled to play recklessly because now I'm just like powering through enemies with zero fucks given. I mean, we're killing a lot for sure, but I'm also like tanking a bunch of shit. That's why I'm trying to like seek out opportunities to level into to block strength and defense when available. A whole lot of dudes. Yeah, they're of course they're still able to get to me. I'm not blocking everything. They're dying pretty quickly in my little like fucking light radius thing, and also when they reach me, we're blocking a lot. Delightful combination. Right. Well, if there was ever a character to handle this side quest, this is the person. This is the person for the job. Token fragment. All right, so that was the protective pendant. I'm guessing that's something we'll bring back with us, maybe? Yeah, see, we have this thing up here. I'm guessing that we'll bring that back with us to the main base without having to send it up the well. I'm hoping, at least. It's kind of hard to not take this one. It's kind of hard to not take that one. I'm putting a lot into that ability. It has been paying out in dividends very confidently and very, very consistently. A lot of ghosty fellers and Cinderellas, and she's dead already. That was a quick one. Now, when not using main weapon, interesting. So if you're just like vibing and not like clicking, I guess, with the main weapon, then you get big damage, which is neat. Now we didn't send this, not that we could, we can't send it up, but it would give me a little fella. For each burning enemy. Ooh, that's kind of nice, because we are doing some burninations. Can I, let's see. Switch out. So I would lose a little bit of defense and movement speed. I think I'm okay with that. I can't send it up, but that is pretty cool. Switching back to this level. It's good for, like, building up some confidence and getting some familiarity with this class. Because, of course, you know, we're going to, that is assuming I beat this level, we'll get our first win with this class, which will inevitably mean we'll get a bunch of, like, cool, fun unlocks and meta progression. So, like, that alone is, you know, for sure worthwhile. Still, I do want to, like, take another stab at that new level. Well, it's new to me. I do want to take a stab at it. Ooh, more chance of fire. More chance of fire. I do like that. And maybe doing that with a brand new, to me at least, class is maybe not the wisest idea. And not only brand new to me, but also, like, virginal and not leveled up in any way. Other than the, like, general upgrades we've done, like, you know, the party-wide upgrades we've done. But I realized that the meta progression usually, or, like, the quests you're completing, usually have character-specific benefits as well, I think. Oh, that alone makes it worth it, I would say. 6-minute mark. Or like 7. And we're holding our own pretty confidently. I'm feeling pretty good. Haven't gotten a single health increase. Base regeneration. Well, probably, yeah, more block strength. I got parry 5. As a unlockable ability. Unlocked ability. Which probably, I don't know if that means max level, but certainly like a milestone level for sure. Almost to the big Suckatron. Suckatron 69,000. And there it is. It'll give us some big numbers, and that's, I think, like the last, like, targeted thing to watch for, to look for. Damage to that ability, specifically. All crit things, which is not terribly exciting. Eh, fuck it, that one's fine. I mean, crit bonus is still good. Crit bonus is still good for sure, but... Heck, yeah, this is more like it. Elemental chance. Yeah, although, you know what? I think I'll do more attack speed. Skeletons. Area is always fun. Range is always good. Like, I've not done as much with area, but force, of course, is knockback. I would be willing to bet probably most... I know they said, like, the shield thing, the shield bash, knocks back even heavy enemies, but I wonder if bosses are like, still get an exception. It wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me if they did. It doesn't give me the description now, but it's not like even heavy enemies, but usually in games like this, the boss is, you know, gets special rules, special exceptions. No, I think I will do area actually. And really now we just gotta survive. I mean, any additional levels we can get, the better. I'm hoping that we've got like what it takes with this build in our current trajectory to make the magic happen. The nice thing with it, since we got that glove, is that we slurped up everything that was left alone. Means anything left over will just be around here. Projectile guys are things I'm trying to prioritize just because they can and will cause headaches. Strength 5, yeah, I'm guess 5 is probably the max level for a lot of these. That is pretty nice. And that health regen is also quite nice. I mean, it's not instantaneous, but it is pretty dang good. Projectile guys. That's usually how it goes in games like this with builds like this. If you got like a block of metal, slow-moving block of metal that's able to tank just about anything, be wary of like ranged attacks, especially ranged magic attacks. That's usually how it goes. Lots of ring damage, ring blade damage. That's pretty tasty and delicious. Speaking of which, yeah, I think I'll take more regeneration. Or that shit. But we are approaching the point of like having mostly like the less desirable things remaining. And the less desirable ones are still helpful in some ways. They're just not as exciting. as exciting. Health right there, which I don't need. I'm going to leave that. But I inevitably do end up needing it. Although, I don't know. Maybe not so much inevitably. We're doing all right now. So the yellow level up nuggets, experience nuggets, are like the base level. Blue is exciting, and then purple is like the good shit. I don't know if there's anything above purple as far as level up gems. I always love more crit bonus. Also, always love more attack speed. More attack speed. Level 58 right now, by the way. Good lord. And I don't know how impressive that really is, but it sounds like a nice number to me. Got the little imp boys. And hanging around in this one area. We're at 350 of the time zone right now, of the time range. 3 minutes, 40 seconds remaining, thereabouts. Got some kind of achievement, but there's a lot on screen right now, and I did not read it. It was something about the frost spiky boys. And lots of cool stuff with the frost spiky boys. Yeah. We're still holding our own with the DPS. Oh, well, this is not gonna hurt. This will only help. Like, thinking, like, do I want it? Is there any reason I would take the other ones? And no, not really. Not really, man. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Pretty good. Pretty good. I think we are indeed gonna see at the end of the... when it's all said and done. I mean, I'm sure our main attack has done very well. Like, I'm seeing the numbers. The numbers don't lie. Much like Shakira's hips. Her hips don't lie, but yeah, these numbers... I know a lot of that is coming from our main attack, like the big ones. It's a heavy hitter, but... And the flames, too. I think the flames also do quite well. Also, wonder if I should have waited for the glove at the very end. It was trained shield mate. I reached level 60 as the shield mate. Which I guess is a pretty cool milestone. That'd be level 5 on the range one. I think we'll do... either area radius. Yeah, that sounds nice. I feel like there might have been an achievement that I saw at one point, or a quest in this game that was like stand still for a certain number of time and like survive, basically. I don't think I'm gonna attempt it just because I don't think it exists, or I can't remember it exists. But yeah, if there was ever a character to try that kind of like, if such a quest existed, if there was ever a time to try it, this would be the time, or the build. A bunch of gold, which is good. About 1,000 right now. It's a good ability and synergy. It is. It feels good. It looks. Hopefully it looks good, but it definitely feels good. It definitely feels good. Yeah. Like this thing especially, the red radiant aura. If we're like now we're not like an actual cleric, or I guess we're maybe closer to a paladin. But yeah, when I think of paladins, I think of something like that for sure. Do more of this guy. More burnination. I do like how big that wave is. 28 minutes with the original max health bar. And also deal a bunch of damage with the Dragon's Breath. Hitting hot fire. Deeply satisfying. Devilishly delicious. Devilishly devious, Seymour. You're at 1:38. We're approaching the final countdown, the final skirmish. Not of the night. That being said, it is getting kind of late. Oh, jeez, it's 1:36. This game's so fucking fun. It's hard to put it down. There's no way I'm gonna end the stream with this run, so we'll try one more run after this ends. The question is, will I have unlocked anything from the Boglands? The answer might be no, unless... I mean, the Boglands DLC, of course, includes other artifacts and maybe some new abilities and traits. So maybe we have seen Boglands DLC things. It's just not, you know, the thing I was thinking to say. Sure, Ring Blade crit chance. It's either that or movement speed, but I don't think I really give too many hecks about movement speed at this point. Ripping. Yeah, let it rip. I'm gonna let these guys rip, which is to say, allow them to rest in peace. Just kidding, we're sending them back to hell where they came from. Yeah, a very cleric kind of thing. Yeah, when I think of clerics, I think of like Dungeons and Dragons clerics, which is usually like, you know, the fighter is like the vanguard, right? The fighter of the group, or the paladin, I guess. But the fighter is like the main melee damage dealer and the person that puts them out front to protect the squishier members and to like be the hero and the heavy block of metal character. But if that character's in trouble, or if that character becomes incapacitated, the cleric of the group, more or less, is usually like the second in command. Maybe not second in command, but like the backup melee guy that can get in and like have usually pretty good armor, decent, okay-ish offense, but definitely like good defense to like take some punches. So, but that's what I think of. I think of like paladins and clerics when I see this kind of build. But yeah, since there's already cleric in this game, and he's more like squishy spellcaster cleric than like Dungeons and Dragons cleric, then yeah, this is I guess more paladin adjacent. More elemental effect chance, yes. I'll be honest, I'm not exactly sure what that effect does when the frost effect applies. It doesn't hurt though. I mean, it hurts them, but it doesn't hurt me. So I'm happy when it happens. I'm just not exactly clear on the deets. Yes, we're spinny cleric, spinny blade cleric. We're a Beyblade cleric. That's what it is. We're a Beyblade cleric. Hence why I said let her rip earlier. It all comes back. All comes back to how it should. A blade cleric, a bleric. So I would say, I mean, this one is good, but yeah, I like that elemental chance. Really like that. I think it might even work against bosses. I think. A lot of shit happening, and we're blocking a lot. We're not blocking everything. We've taken more damage than I would have expected. Although I think part of it is walking over the ooze piles. I think that's probably been damaging more than anything else. Oh shit! Here he comes, fast boy. Can I just like block all of his dumb, stupid bullshit? Oh my god, I'm gonna kill him so quickly, he won't even have a chance. I think he... Oh my god, is he literally not doing anything? I think he literally did nothing to me. Oh right, there's a second phase, right. I think literally none of those attacks have reached me. Oh, how adorable. Oh, but apparently I've never done that before? Defeat a lord? I mean, I've fought him before. Have I never beaten this level before? I find that hard to believe. And look at that. There's the well. There's the well spawn right there, so we ended right back at the start. Yeah, kill a lord. That was an achievement. Surely I've beaten this level before. Surely. By the way, oh, I was wrong. Oh my god, I was very... Oh wait, no, it's not, oh, I didn't realize it wasn't, sorted on damage. Oh, okay. So I misunderstood. The damage statistics at the end of the last round. I just assumed it was sorted based on, like, either damage or DPS ascending. It is not. It is not, because the highest damage dealer... Okay, well, the highest damage dealer was this guy. The highest damage dealer was Radiant Aura, and it was also the highest... no, the second highest DPS. The highest DPS, that award goes to Token of Pain. I don't know what that is. I don't know what... I mean, I know it's the thing we got at, kind of near the end of that run with the second piece, the second blip. But, yeah. So Token of Pain, which probably tells me that was run specifically. We probably can't take it home with us. Let's see what happened on phase 2. So we killed the horse, and then he jumped off and was fighting us by himself. I can't remember if that's the thing that happens normally. But maybe that was a result of the Token of Pain proccing. Our primary weapon did good. The Shield Bash also was helpful. Yeah, so those two were great. The Frost damage wasn't very exciting, but it's not so much about the damage as it is about the crowd control-ness. Echoing Band was nice. The fire was good. I mean, it wasn't amazing. Well, actually, the fire was just kind of okay. It sure looked pretty. It sure looked cool. Yeah, this one's damage was not that exciting either. But it was big DPS over a piece of 30 seconds. Oh, that's why. I was so cocky. I just assumed I was doing such a good job. I was just killing it. It's because this thing nuked half of his hit bar in like one hit. Hence why the DPS was so high. So had it not been for that kind of rigging the numbers a little bit, this of course was the damage dealer and the DPS provider. The rings did great. The Frost Avalanche damage-wise did great. Now, that surprises me. I thought for sure well, I guess if nothing else, it's two things, right? It's the actual wave and the burn damage. Still, though, considering that the frost damage was not as impressive, but the like the actual damage caused, like just the raw damage caused by the Frost Avalanche, I see why Elgaso likes this one. That's really impressive. So again, the numbers speak for themselves. Yeah, the second phase. Yeah, so the second phase, he got extra melted. So I like to think we were pretty much in the clear no matter what was going to happen there, but we really got some assistance with that second phase in particular. Thanks for pointing that out, Irossi. Because yeah, I would have missed that otherwise. I don't think we've gotten a win with this guy before, so I think I might do an attempt with this lad. Now I will acknowledge that we probably don't give a shit about the Necromancer's Clutch with this guy. Yeah, I might. I'm like tempted to spend those blessings, the monies on the Shrine of Blessings. However, let's see what we got over here.
My good friend.
I don't have any new things yet. I'm guessing you can eventually get multiple eats of this guy, or rather multiple instances, rather. Like yeah, like such as this thing. Setting bottles up will do it. Okay.
Farewell, hero.
Farewell. Just kind of out of curiosity. So Haunted Caverns, we haven't done everything, obviously. There's still some things we haven't revealed. We're feeling pretty good about that. Ember Grounds, we've also done a pretty good job with, but of course there is more. I'm tempted to... Should I try the ice area? Should I try the ice area again? Maybe. Maybe I should. 25,000 enemies in one run. Trying the ice area with the fire guy would be kind of fun. Potentially. He's all about like fire as an elemental effect and just elemental effects in general. What do we have that would benefit this lad? So the physical damage one doesn't really do much for us.
Well.
So that being said, let me switch off this guy for a moment. Fire elemental, yeah, kind of what I figured. Now, of course, we could get physical things. It's just not a thing we would necessarily want to reach towards. So, even though it's not a thing I would normally go out of my way for here, I think I will actually go ahead and grab it. I think that's more helpful than this one. Take that with me. I could go ahead and grab it, I guess. I don't think it's probably not worth it. Pickup range versus attack speed, yes. Block versus, movement speed. Yeah, probably movement speed with this guy. Health versus defense or block. Yeah, probably that one. That one, yes. That's the only helmet. Oh, no, never mind. I want to take that one instead. Because the movement speed actually is nicer, I think, for this particular fella. This fucking plague doctor. This like plague doctor guy. And actually, maybe that's what it's kind of about, because I mean, you know, when I think of plague doctors and the old school Renaissance bird-like beaks, the cowls they had, I mean, yeah, they would fucking like the idea of one of those being like saying I'm gonna exterminate diseases by burning everything to death. I mean, yeah, that tracks. Do I also, however, want to get this thing? I can afford this one as well. 8% chance on every enemy. It can either slow, make them fragile, or afflict them with... I'm not sure what affliction does. Or would I rather have a little bit more... Actually, it's a percent of health. Ooh, man. Percent of health. Which is pretty darn generous. It's pretty darn generous. Yeah, this would be more glass cannony. This other one. I have a hard time signing up for that one. I have a hard time on that one, so I think I will spend my money elsewhere. Burniness is next to godliness. That's how I feel. That's how I feel, exactly. Could do even more movement speed. I could say, give me even more health percent. There's regeneration percent. Defense. Oh, now block strength shows up. I wanted to invest in this earlier. But it kind of makes sense that it wouldn't show up until earlier. More damage is always good. Burn damage, dude. This is maybe a little bit meta. But yeah, definitely burn damage. And just regular damage too. You really can't fuck up with just DPS. That sounds good. Anything I want to track in particular? Should I try the Frozen Depths? Maybe. Maybe I do. Perhaps against my better judgment. Already did Emergrounds. We did this one earlier. Let's try it. Let's give the old college a try. And if I die instantly, we'll do the other one. He does have some cool range, yeah. Yeah, he's got good range for sure. So I'm willing to give the old college a try. I really haven't had any characters that I didn't like. Oh, why did I take that? Should I reset the run? That's dude. Nah. We play it out. We play it out. That was stupid of me. Why did that not click what that was? What the hell's wrong with me? So what a waste. The range is probably a little bit better. It very well might be. It very well might be. Attack speed. I gotta find the little icy boys. This means I'll have an easier time dealing with those frosty lads. The frosty lazy. Yeah, these fucking dudes. It's like they heard me. Like they knew I was talking about them. I was talking shit. More range, defense, regeneration. So... defense, I mean, it's alright. Does have some regen, of course. Probably even better range. And there's like the meta. I know it doesn't work this way, but there's the idea of like a meta where, oh, hey, these are all frosty boys. I'm gonna use my fire to melt their asses, to melt their shit. I know it doesn't work that way, but that's how my my little goblin brain sees it. Are those the? Oh, right. I forgot. I have the guy that summons the skeletons. Skellies. Skelly boys. Still can't believe I grabbed that free hand like a dumbass. Like complete doofus. Doofus dingus. That's okay. Not the end of the world. There's more where that came from. Oh, is it over here? Is that where it begins? Yeah, it's like I don't know if it's a good idea to just go right for the beginning. I like how it's a 40 base health instead of a 50. Looks a little bit boosted there. Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten a win with him. I think we tried once or twice the first time we played. I don't think I ever got a win. Now's the time. Maybe. Maybe now's the time. Crit chance is pretty shitty. I think I'll do area. But crit chance might be a nifty little thing. Can't resist a good free handy. Thank you, Iros. I knew you would understand. I knew someone would get it. Everyone's got their vices, alright? Everyone's got their vices. Shake loves the good crevasses. Irasi loves the handies. And I'm all about it, man. I'm here to embrace it. I'm here to encourage it even. Life's too short. It makes you look like you know what you're doing. That's right. I look like I know what I'm doing. And that is the deciding factor here. How about looking like some good shit? We gotta free this man's. And using a flamethrower to free him is so on the fucking nose, I can't even begin to describe how delightful this is. Ouch. Attack speed. Ooh, multi-strike. Ooh, damage. Ooh, force. Oh. Sorry, I got excited. Wasn't sure which one. I mean, they both sound pretty nice. Exterminate. It's a lady. Use fire. Oh, no, it's a dude. It's a dude, not a lady. Bro, what do you think I'm doing? Unless he means, like, there's, like, a special fire. Like, not just an attack that I have, but, like, a plot device fire to grab. Heat or steeled? Heat and defense, or heat and defense. Health or defense, or regeneration and movement speed. One of those makes a lot of sense. I mean, honestly, they're both good. This guy's already kind of fast. I feel like I want to lean into movement speed. That one. Or maybe it means that fire's the only way you free this man, and I just happen to luck into it.
I must have been trapped in this eternal cold for decades, maybe.
He's handling it well.
I promise, I will make your efforts worthwhile. But this is not the time to discuss reimbursement. Meet me at the surface. Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks for the well-wishing. Glad you're not dead. Hopefully me undeadifying you. Well, I'm not undeading. That makes it like I turn him into a zombie. Not making you dead will be worth my while, just as it was yours. More movement speed, more force. Now we know what to look for on here. Range. So damage, mod per hit, and max duration of the burnination. And piercing. So force does a lot. Yeah, size, which is area. I'm glad you guys pointed out what that all means. Like these, like the little parentheses, the parentheticals tells us everything we need to know. And by everything, I mean at least relating to those attributes. I will just do damage. It's true. I am a DPS slut. It's true. Love dipping for the slippins. Don't even know what that means. I feel like I've kind of stumbled into potentially a good idea for this area. The problem, of course, is that I'm taking more damage than I want to. Burn chance and burn dance. Not just the burn hit. Taking more damage and, of course, not seeing a lot of heals. Did, of course, take the regeneration, which helps. Yeah, not seeing a lot of, like, healing thingies. In fact, I don't know if there are any healing thingies, come to think of it. Got his ass. He gave me a little dealy bopper. Flame Strike seems like it makes the most sense, but I'll read the other ones. I mean, it seems like very obvious what this guy... Oh, wow. Spark damage. Oh, it's because there's no modifiers, maybe. Yeah, just 120. I guess just by default. Well, anyway, this guy's a fire guy. That just seems like it makes the most sense. I mean, that's all cool. I'm going to get that one. Of course I'm going to get that one. I'm going to be predictable. Do I wish to make it more mighty, or do I... You know what? Give me more regeneration. We might kind of need regeneration to carry us, because... It's possible I'm just a doofus and I haven't noticed it. Maybe, like, yeah, break these things. Like, maybe these are the things that sometimes drop health? Yeah, I think that's what it is. I just haven't noticed them as much. I'll break those things and see if they drop health or money. Ideally, health. Attack speed. I think I will take crit chance. And here we go. We're getting close to this next thingy. I haven't seen the little lights, but it seems like that usually happens once you find the book. So I'll go ahead and break that one. Think I broke it? Yeah, we broke it. They're not being overly generous with heals in this map. I guess there's not a lot of just, like, the equivalent of wall turkeys, right? There's not just a lot of crystallized and frozen hunks of cheese and meats and that kind of thing. These are all solid. None of them are fire, of course, but they can't all be fire. It's not how this works. Frost and Avalanche would be actually very funny. Being a fire guy that's all fire all day, all the goddamn day, except for this thing. Of course, this one has done well for us 2 runs in a row. It's been incredible. It would probably not be as good for this build, you would think, at least. And this one's solid. Damage equally across all enemies in the range, yeah. Our guy's fairly fast. Inflict frost. Yeah, what does frost do? Base number of stacks. Okay, it just stacks and they just take a bunch of... Yeah, okay. So it doesn't slow them down necessarily, but it's a damage dealer. No, like, sure winner here. I mean, there's no bad decision here. Each of these will only help. Damage enemies that touch them. Thinking about what our guy will be doing. Of course, this is projectiles. And, yeah, when the projectiles themselves do a lot of damage. I think I might do the arcane splinters. If not just to avoid doing the same thing two runs in a row. But also because I like to think that, you know, the way that our flame attacks go, they kind of linger for a bit. And I do notice that those the shurikens were launched, and those also kind of land and then kind of linger for a little bit as well. Oh, that's one of my guys. This whole fucking time I realized that was one of my guys. I'm such a dumbass. So crit bonus, that's less exciting. Attack speed, but less size. I think I might go the opposite. I think I might want bigger size, maybe? I don't know. Let's take that attack speed. Go towards the next ability, and I'll keep my eyes peeled. Something fun, something extra cool. Bonus, yeah, I'll take the range. Does not necessarily mean piercing, but the piercing does help with force, of course. Of course. Regeneration, yeah. Yeah, normally I'm not quite so impressed by regeneration, but I almost feel like I kind of need to. Given this area's meager amounts of healing they're hitting us with. I don't expect that the game is going to be nicer to us. You know, throw less bullshit at us, given that there's less healing across the board. Is that a motherfucking bear? I was saying this place was bare, and I didn't realize that kind of bear. Not really. It's a bear adjacent fella. I'll take the force. For forceful penetration. But don't penetrate forcefully. Penetrate enjoyably. That's how we fucking roll. Okay, there was a little bit of heal, I think. Maybe? Actually, I guess I didn't really see. I just saw a +1, but I think the +1 is from my regeneration over time. Bigger range, but smaller radius. Oh, area radius. You know, I think I'm okay with that. If it sticks closer with me, but they're... Let's see. Smaller radius means it's closer. But range means... I guess I don't know what that would mean, actually. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled. But, I mean, it's probably good. Probably a net win, so we'll take it. That's a healing potion. I will take that. Alright, so yeah, there is some healing then. There is some. So it's not all sad and barren. There's some that is. Now we notice that those crystals are breakable. Drop that thing real quick. I will say this run's going a lot smoother, but yeah, I almost feel like this character is like custom made to excel better, at least in this area. Crit chance and crit bonus. I think I'll take this thing. Our guy likes fire, and anything that says, hey, you like that fire thing? Let's do more of it. I'll say, Yes, please, yes, please, yes, please. I actually was hoping to not get that potion. I like to think anything anything like even remotely relating to fire or heat, our guy turns into Lenny from Of Mice and Men. Where did he go, George? Where did he go? Just like we got like a one-track mind. It's like that's our thing, and everything else is secondary. Like, yeah, we got fire. I mean, but bro, what about regeneration? Yeah, but the fire, bro, like that gets us like real excited. We really want to see the fire rabbits. We're a cool new enemy type. And, well, okay, it's all cool, Alex, because they're all ice, but you know what I mean. That's a friendly projectile. Or bearses. Radiant Aura again. The game really wants me to take Radiant Aura. I mean, it's good. It's good. The needles, I think, were okay in the first run. I mean, we could take the Clay Golem and just kind of make ourselves an accidental Necromancer again. We have nothing to, like, juice up summons. Succession. Multi-strike increases fire rate. We do have some things that... Well, I think we haven't taken any, like, general multi-strike. Only certain specific flavors of multi-strike. Yeah, I think... I wish I could re-roll this one, honestly. I'll go ahead and take it. I'll go ahead and take it. We can re-roll the standard level up gets, but yeah, I wish we could re-roll those. Maybe that'd be overpowered. Like, maybe that'd be too much. More damage unless force. You know, I'm okay with that because we've upped the force in other places. I'm very okay with that. Let's keep moving because I'm hoping... Ooh. Oh, I know exactly what that is. Oh, well, okay, I don't know exactly, but we saw something similar last time. Yeah, I figure if I keep moving, I'll eventually stumble upon the book. And that'll help me try to follow the little twinklies. Especially if that gives us some kind of really cool benefit to for fighting the boss at the end. Also, we have the ingredients, which is nice. Health and defense, solid choice, of course. Or I could just say more damage. I'll take the damage for now. But it was a pretty obvious choice, but not as obvious as it sometimes is. I was like, there was a moment where I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna assume that those environmental things probably can't damage me, probably, but assumptions making an ass of me and me. Rich man's purse, 10,000 gold in a single run. 10,000 gold? Oh, wait, not in a single run. I have 176. What do you mean in a single run? 1,000? They probably mean like 10,000 total, like across all the runs. There's the orbs. I know Augusto said he wasn't super impressed. I don't know if I've tried transfixion. And to apply Fragile. The lightning strike one was pretty cool, honestly. The direction you're facing. Damage is reduced for every enemy hit. Yeah, that part I'm less excited about. Respectable, though. The Astronomer's orbs, given that it's like circles around you, that probably would have been pretty okay with our previous person, but probably not so much with this guy. It is a damage amplifier, though. Well, that is good. Okay, that much I do like. Thank you, Agas. That is helpful. Because when I heard, like, damage reduces, I was like, I don't know, but if it still has a chance to apply the fragile effect. There you go, fragile chance. Oh, but fire, though. Oh, but fire. That's only for the main weapon, though. I'll take it. Fragile and affliction. Ah, yes, affliction, like the fucking, like, the shirts were worn by, back in, like, 2007, like, Tap Out and Affliction, the kind of shirts worn by people that really get into UFC. Like, really, really into it. That kind of vibe. You like Phantom Needles? I don't know if I had a good opportunity to see Phantom Needles shine in our first ever run. Of course, we did beat that run. We did win. Barely, but we did win. So it is something for sure. Effect on hit chance. Yeah, I'll take that as well. Yeah, because I'm almost thinking like the damage is one thing, but the idea that it can cast or apply the effect to make them take even more damage from other sources, to me that seems like the real big benefit. As for multi-strike, bigger area radius, man. Pretty sweet, man. Pretty sweet. I mean, the upgrades are hard to argue with. Definitely enjoying the upgrades. Upgrade trees. Been a full health for a minute, which is nice. We know we had that one achievement where it's like not take damage for 3 minutes. I mean, if we didn't have that previously, we would have gotten it with the previous run for sure. Shield Bearer, she did such a good job. Or the Shield Maiden. Based on crit chance, which I'm not quite as excited about. Effect on hit chance. Ooh, multi-strike though. Ooh, I think I will take multi-strike. That's good for a lot of things. Nervous that it's getting kind of quiet. We're 10 seconds away from a... Oh, wait, never mind. We just hit a... We were 10 seconds past a milestone. Never mind. Yeah, I know folks were saying earlier that this class was a lot slower and the projectiles didn't go as far. Now, of course, we've upped our range considerably, but still... given that I don't think we've ever gotten a previous win with this character when I played this game once before last year, and I think I did 1, maybe 2 attempts with this character, I'm feeling really good right now with this game. Hoping we can keep it going. More 1 guaranteed multi-strike, guaranteed addition of force, bigger projectile size. Projectile size is tempting. I feel like I should play it safe. I think I'll play it safe here. A boring choice, but at 10% health is pretty tantalizing. Especially as we find other things to up our health. And those skeletons are friendly, so when I see them approach from afar, I get a little bit scared. A little scared. Attack speed. That one again. Ooh, multi-strike. It's only 6% though. I think I'll take the attack speed. The big flamey wavy boys. It kind of blurs together with my usual flame attack, so it's not as obvious when I'm casting that flame attack. Like the flame wave. This fucking dude. Who invited this heckin' guy? So our damage is, like, nice. Oh, that's weird. I can't really see those projectiles too well. Like, that projectile is easy, but there's some kind of, like, thing he launches that's kind of hard to see. So, got an achievement for taking out the Basilisk. We got it licked. More damage, less force. Sure. Sure, let's do it. Let's see what he dropped. He dropped Trow. No, he got block strength, which is good for the Shield Maiden. Summons, good for the anybody who summons, but I guess probably specifically the what's it called, the Warlock. And then 5 seconds standing still. Oh wow, I was just saying how this could be helpful sometimes. If you're at full health, you get a better attack speed, and if you're very damaged, you get move speed. Huh. So 20% attack speed. What I guess I'm not sure about is for how long. Like, the healing is easy. You heal until you take damage again. But yeah, if you're at full health and you stand still for 5 seconds, you get 20% attack speed. Until you take damage again? Or until you start moving, maybe? And if, wait, it's every 5 seconds, so if you keep standing still, does it stack? It's a weird one. Which means I want it. I want it, of course, because it's weird. But, yeah, like, the only way to try it is to... Or the only way to understand it is to try it. Now, the downside is that you're pretty much only going to get the, like, in most cases, you're only going to get the health, basically. Overthinking it? No, yeah, I guess I'm certainly misunderstanding it. Probably. I'm certainly misunderstanding it. And the other ones are good, for sure. They're kind of good for specific classes. Heals until at full health. Yeah. Well, that much I get. And then when you're at full health, you... Oh, I think I see what you're saying. It was the fact that each one ended with a colon, which is what made me kind of concerned. Oh, okay. You don't stand still for the bottom two. I gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. If you're at full health, you get that attack speed. Otherwise, yeah. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. I'll go ahead and grab it. And I think I might even go ahead and slip those puppies on. Although I'll probably end up... Well, maybe. Maybe I'll send him up. We'll see. We'll try him out. We'll try him out. But, I might end up just sending that one up to the well, depending on what else we find. For that one. That one's pretty cool. That one's pretty cool. Yeah. Now let's try it out. How many seconds is this? I think it's, yeah, there we go. It shows in the left. Or on the left and the right. So, yeah. Now I'm healed up. So now if I mouse over, yeah, there we go. Does not reset on move. Oh, that's kind of cool. And now I'm healed up. So it is a nice way to get a nice and cool heal. Now the thing is, though, of course, like, you're probably gonna use that standing still component of that item if you have a build that you're very confident about and you're feeling great on. So which probably means you're not struggling with health. It's a cool utility, but I feel like it's more likely that I will need something like that. I'll need that effect in a run where I don't have the confidence and just the wherewithal to stand still and not get fucked. Yeah, the movement speed. Yeah, the movement speed. I mean, attack speed would be great, but the movement speed is nice, and it's nice right now. I'm just roasting this fucker. Fucking barbecuing his entire ass. Good lord. Good lord. Regeneration. Crit chance. I'll do this one. Burn chance, burn damage. Burn, baby, burn. What our guy's all about. He's a burn-nating guy. More Dragon's Breath. I feel like I should just click this without even reading it, given that I've invested a lot into Flame Strike. Oh, wait, no. Flame Strike, not Dragon's Breath. Okay, so I haven't had Dragon's Breath yet. I've had Flame Strike this whole time. Yeah, I mean, it's fire, dude. What else does our guy need? Of course I'm taking this one. Yeah, I thought Flame Strike or Dragon's Breath was the one we had this whole time. But it was not. It was something else. But still, it's really good. Really good. It's good even if you don't have fire stuff, which we saw last run. Because, yeah, with Shield Maiden, we had the Flame Dragon's Breath, and it did really well. Like, the DPS was impressive. The actual, like, straight-up damage was fine, but the DPS that it applied over the run was really tasty. That one. And let's see. Haven't done much crit chance in a minute. I'll do crit chance, yeah. Yep. And once again, I haven't seen the book in a while. Well, I haven't seen it all in this run. I've been wandering for quite some time. Generation movement speed. Movement speed is, I mean, I do like it. I do like it. Attack speed for the main weapon. Or effect chance to probably cause fire. I'll do attack speed for the main weapon. This thing's been treating us pretty good. It might end up being the big damage dealer for this run. Maybe. Maybe. I feel like if I'm looking for something, going straight down is not always a good idea, or straight up. Just like Paula Abdul saying about. I feel like I should be going diagonal to cover as much ground as possible. Health and defense is a smart option. I'll do the area one. Ouch. I'm trying to be wary of those projectile boys, because those projectile boys are usually a great way to get sniped. I want to get sniped. I think I'm about to get a hand, by the way. A nice little handy. The burn chance is pretty tasty, but I think I'll take that because I love that fragile chance. I'm getting the handy. No one look, I'm embarrassed. I get performance anxiety. Or damage from this guy. Attack speed, but smaller. Multi-strike. Ooh. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff with Flame Strike. I'll do the Dragon's Breath with Multi-strike. That sounds pretty tasty. Yeah, pretty much just fire, man. Just fire across the board. Force and area, yes. Yes to both, please. Oh, I do like the noises. Attack speed 1. I mean, it's 10%. That is pretty good. 10% is pretty good. A lot of levels. Could always use more damage. Always use more crit chance and more force. I like all these things. I'll just take the damage. You definitely want multi-strike on Dragon's Breath. Yeah, so it's like a bigger, well, not bigger waves, but more of them. That does make sense. This does sound delicious. I will take more attack speed on the Phantom Needles. Get them nice and speedy, boys. I should be taking base crit. I'll confess, I haven't really considered base crit. Or critical damage. I'm guessing it means like the amount of damage you do on a crit, not just damage bonus. His 0% or his basic or his starting base crit is 0. I know his starting crit chance is 5. But I don't know about, like, base crit damage. Just any additional base thing. Yeah, I definitely don't doubt it. Looking for anything that's, like, that's base. Anything that's based. It's just crit chance? Oh, okay. Because I know we've seen... Oh, I see what you mean. Because sometimes crit chance enhancements are a percentage. That's a flat amount. I see what you're saying. Okay. Effect chance or burn chance. Maybe I should have rerolled that one, but that's okay. Does this damage me? Oh, it does damage you. It damages the shit out of you. I'm actually gonna stand still so I can get that heals. That's a quick-ass heal. Seen to that shit. I saw that jump. Oops, I just took a bit of a nudge. That was pretty nice, though. Yeah, you increase that base. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Probably this one. Base damage. Yeah, Dragon's Breath is pretty tasty. And just very fitting for this dude. Ouch. Naively assumed he was gonna die. I took more damage than I was hoping I would. A lot of these bear fellas. Well, they're not bears, but they're vaguely bear adjacent. Bear-like. Yeah, this one right here. That is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and invest into this guy. Let's go ahead. Oh, a lot of these guys. Oh, a lot of these guys. I was hoping to stand still for 5 seconds. Now the laser guys are spawning again. I'm less excited or less confident about standing still for prolonged periods. Gotta go all in. That is to say, yeah, once you fully commit to the needles. Yeah, because that's the thing, it's like you gotta get max level to see like the greatest payout. Yeah, you increase the base and increase the value of the increased crit. Yeah, no, it does make sense. I'm getting a little bit tired. It is a little bit late. I'm down to complete the run. Well, attempt to complete the run. Maybe I shouldn't be celebrating prematurely, but I am. Oh, I shouldn't have moved. I'm down to attempt to complete the run. But of course we will. Of course we're gonna complete that shit because we're fucking game. Keep moving. Now things are getting a little bit quiet, or not getting the opposite of quiet. I saw flames and I got excited because as a exterminator, I almost said extinguisher. Extinguishing is the opposite of what our guy's about. As an exterminator, our guy gets excited when we see fire. Now we fucking roll. I'm bummed I haven't seen the book in a hot minute. Now we have 16 minutes to find it yet. Still time. So many bears. Good fucking titties, that's a lot of bears. Let's just destroy 200 objects. Very specific of a milestone, but sure. What's that? Oh, that's that like put the flame around me, I think? I don't exactly know what that was. Crit bonus for just those guys. Attack speed. Ooh. Like it. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Yep. Like it. Experiences, which I sometimes neglect a little bit. It's like when I picked up that extra magnet hand, I got like 4 billion levels. More damage from this guy. Chance. Yeah, that one's actually kind of nice. That one's just base crit chance just for the needle boys. You know what? I'll bite. So it's a bear with the purple thingy. Except we're melting his shit right now. Oh my god. I was kind of worried about my DPS, but now I'm feeling great. So I could do just more of these guys. Let's just do more of these guys. Sure. Look at these like golem fellows that just kind of walk up and just stand still. Their special ability is to just walk up and just stand there menacingly. I think I saw. Did I see the weeping? The Doctor Who ladies. I thought I saw the statues sliding up, but maybe I saw something else. Oh, another boss-like entity has entered the arena. There he is. I see him. We are at full health now. Oh, I say that. Ooh, I'm saying it. I said it and immediately ate dick. Not the good kind. Immediately just ate shit, but that's okay because we got his ass. Also, fuck ton of money right there. What the hell? Not that I'm complaining, but just don't understand it. I gotta move pretty quickly after this. After we snag this. Is crit bonus? Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that means more crit damage being done, which is helpful. So I think I'll grab this one. I mean, Ring Blades was good for us, but there we go. Got out of that the danger zone, which is good. I think regeneration and movement speed sounds kind of nice, actually. I think I will take that one. Given that we've got, like, pretty decent regen. That'll scale quite nicely. Ah, they are here. I had a feeling they were going to be here. Or that I saw them at one point from, like, a distance. Oh, by the way, I haven't done shit for finding the ingredients. So maybe I'll do that instead. Instead of just wandering aimlessly, trying to find the book. At least we know exactly... Well, not exactly, but we know generally where to go for the ingredients. Generally speaking, it's all this way, basically. Felt the ass is real good. Real good and tasty like. Love that.
Let's keep moving. I haven't gotten a lot of experience lately.
Keep the only things kind of far away. The downside of good range, but not good pickup radius. Our pickup radius is okay, but we haven't allowed it to grow at the same rate as our range, unfortunately. I've been choosing my selections with other priorities in mind. Force projectile size. I'm kind of liking the projectile size. Let's do this one. Have a good night, Ogasso. Yeah, it is getting up there for sure. And of course, Ogasso, reminder, he is in the Eastern time zone, so he's a real time traveler. Of course, Rossi's the ultimate time traveler. He's Rossi's the one that pulls the extremely, well, for sure, like odd hours relatively. You know, for a lot of us, you know, the streaming and gaming hours is in the evening. It's always something I'm always flattered by, Rossi. Trying to make the streams, even though it's a time zone that doesn't always work well for you, or it probably isn't easy for you necessarily. It's a German dev team. Yeah. I mean, I think it makes they do a pretty good job, and I think I see like, yeah, bonus makes sense. I think like bonus damage. I think it's reasonable. I think it's like a reasonable, like kind of jump to knowing kind of what they're getting at. Yeah, in fact, speaking of, crit shenanigans. Ooh, but effect chance. I do like that. Yeah, let's keep it with that one. I kind of want to level up the, whatever that one's called. What's this one called? The transfixion. I kind of want to level that one up a whole bunch to really see what it's capable of. Because, yeah, I know Rossi and Elgaus both said it's real good. And I feel like I was kind of turning my nose up at it previously when I was seeing the thing about the damage just being kind of so-so. But I feel like if it's juiced up real nice and tasty like, I think then I will see the light. Apply burn to 10,000 enemies. And there was something else I got. Not sure what it was, but it was something real cool. I heard the other but I only saw the one pop up in game. Ouch. Says it's early in the morning. So yeah, so technically an early bird. But I know it's definitely a weird one for sure. I remember reading something about how, like, for streamers that are able to stream during any time at all, you know, like the full-time streamers, like the folks that have like big audiences, they don't need to worry about like full-time jobs, school, that kind of thing. The generally considered like ideal time to stream is the equivalent of at least to start your stream, is 8 a.m. Eastern. 8 a.m. Eastern time, because that way you're pulling the people that are, or maybe it's more like 8 a.m. because the idea is like you want to catch the people in Europe that are in the evening times, and you want to catch the people in the US that are getting the morning started and for a lot of us, sometimes we want to watch something as we're getting it for work, getting ready for school, that kind of thing. So maybe not 8 a.m. Eastern, because by that point the rest of the country is still sleeping, you know, because it's like 5 a.m. Western or Pacific time. But yeah, maybe something like 8 or 9 Midwest time. Basically, you want to try to be like pretty early for the US, and then for like Europe and like that kind of hemisphere more in the evening time. Because like for a lot of streamers, of course, Twitch is a US owned company, so not anymore, but for a good while there, all of like the most prominent streamers were based in America, so you had like the most it was the most saturated market in the prime streaming time for America, which was the evening time. We've started to see more like shifting where there's like a lot more like Spanish speaking streamers that have really popped off in more recent years, so it's not quite as like uniform anymore. But yeah, for a while there was like this acknowledgement where it's like everybody in the US wants to stream in the evening, so to like tap into that kind of untapped market but still get a good chunk of it, early morning streams was considered to be like the big brain play. I don't know if the meta is really quite that way anymore, especially because like the secret's out now. Yeah, I think there's like less reliance on time zone specific streamers and time zone specific watchers for that matter. Because that, I feel like that wisdom was more relevant like 3 years ago, and you know, of course, streaming has only gotten more of a thing in the intervening years. That Dragon's Breath is really good. I think I will take that one. We'll take it. Take it long and good. Good and long. Streams are a convenient window. I'm grateful for that, man. I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful that you're here. Grateful that everyone's here, honestly. Of course, part of that is, of course, we had some very generous raids. You know, it's not lost on me that we get a lot of nice folks from the raids, for sure. But I'm grateful for anybody that has the wherewithal to stop by for even 5 seconds. And Ross, you've been around for a long time, man. Not to say that you're old. If I call you old, if I insinuate that you are old, think what that says about me. Because I'm pretty sure I'm older than you, for one thing. Walk 8,000 meters in one run. And I would walk 8,000 meters. Yeah, because you're busy during the day. Right, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, late night degen or early bird. Yeah. I am, gun to my head, I'm very much a late night weirdo, which probably is not surprising given the fact that it's 2:28 a.m. on a Wednesday night into a Thursday, and I'm pulling the fucking late night stream like a dumbass dingus doofus. Obviously, it's probably not a surprise to know that I'm very much a night owl for sure. Always have been, probably always will be. The nice thing, of course, is that I'm working from home the entirety of this week because of the increment planning stuff that we're doing at work, which means it's all meetings. And we just be sitting on conference calls anyway, so the usual requirement that they have, that higher ups have, that say you have to be in the office 1 day of the week, gets waived when it's the increment planning week. So that means I have just normal wake up time tomorrow, which is a little bit nicer. I'm able to kind of go a little bit sillier because, of course, I started the stream pretty late. Started the stream at like 10:40. If it was a normal Wednesday going into a Thursday, I would have just canceled the stream. Now, this is a new enemy. I've never seen this guy before. Now, granted, it's probably specific to this level, but still, new enemy and like a very different kind of enemy. It looks more like a regular boss. I know it isn't, but it looks like the kind of thing you would see with just a standard boss. What is this thing? Because it was big and scary looking. You drop some items, or a item. Or a selection of items, rather. Blood-soaked shirt. 5% chance of stealing at 1 HP. That's pretty cool. Each kill charges it. Increases damage with diminishing returns. Wow, that's really cool, actually. That's really cool. Holy Relic. Every 30 seconds when damaged, cast Holy Light. I'm guessing Holy Light is the thing that heals 50 HP and regenerates. It's pretty good, actually. Every 30 seconds. But every 30 seconds, when you're already healed, you don't get that power up anymore, right? Okay. Shadow Cloak. Shadow patches every 2 seconds. It helps your block base strength. Good for the Shield Maiden. Meerkat says, I'll call you old, Alex. I like all of these. I like all of them. This one's interesting. That one's really interesting. It doesn't say how much it increases the damage. I know you can probably look over here and see how much it's doing it. Sounds really helpful. That sounds really helpful in like dire circumstances. I might just snag that. Yeah. Yeah, I might just snag that one. That one's so weird, though. Each kill charges it. Man, that could get so fucking dope. Man, oh man. And maybe I should just take that one. That's so weird. I feel like I gotta do that. It's so weird. And let's start making our way downtown. Let's start making our way to the well. Well. We have 10 minutes. There's no huge rush, but I kind of want to be like, hang around the area. And I hang around in the general vicinity. This makes me nervous when I see this guy's like, with that after image going, I know now it's a regular enemy, but it still like kind of fucks me up a little bit, thinking it's like a special fella. I'll take the base regeneration, because I'm taking more damage now. I'm taking more damage. I don't want to rest on my laurels. I like to try to stay ahead of that if I can help it. To be aware of these things. And I was wrong. These are not or it seemed like they're not behaving quite the same as the other statue Doctor Who ladies in the first run, because they're not like covering their faces as often or something. Yeah, they're just kind of like, they got their arms out. They're just kind of wobbling towards me, and then I burnate them, and then they die. So yeah, I think it is a completely different enemy type. I think I'm bullshit. Maybe try the shirt. Ooh, good point. Good point. That's a good idea. Because we're probably okay here. Of course, we lose the health bonus. But yeah, increased damage. Total HP healed. Yeah, let's kind of see what it looks like. I'm not quite as worried about the HP healing part, but I'm very curious about the damage increase. You know, it says it's diminishing returns, which makes perfect sense. Like right now, it's at 2%. You know, a 2% damage increase is nice. We're killing a lot of shit right now, obviously. At the start of a run, that would build very slowly. Very slowly. No, you're absolutely right, Irasi. Now's the time to experiment a little bit. Strength, or damage rather. I'll go and grab that guy. Before we commit to descending. Because I do like those shoes. The shoes are funny. Like, they're funny, weird... fucking weird shoes, man. I do like them. I think I like them. They're on top of there. I don't think they're supposed to spawn there, but... and they're not gonna listen to me. There is a fella, a fancy fella. Where is he? Show him to me. Oh, never mind. It's not a fancy fella. It's the, like, there's like a fucking serpent thing that's trudging through the snow and ice. I think that's probably what I'm seeing. So never mind. Well, usually when I see that purple wave, it means there's like an elevated mini boss character that has that like bonus ability. Oh, whoops! I ran right by the thing. But you know what? That's okay. Yeah, we're at 9%. Wow, 9%. Pretty sweet. Yeah, I think I'm sold. I think I'm sold on this thing. I think I'll go ahead and send it. Yeah, 10% damage increase. Heal 23 HP. Yeah, that part is nice, but like, dude, that damage increase, what the fuck? That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. That's the thing, though. Do I send it, or do I like wear until just before the boss? Because it's really nice. Maybe I don't want to part with it just yet. It's been so good to us. Horse in range. Yeah, maybe I'll hang on to it and continue looking for the last ingredient. Because I guess we already got one of the ingredients for this level. I guess they don't respawn, and I guess it makes sense they wouldn't. Level specific, most likely. Ah. Level. That one. Got that heal, and we do have the funny shoes, and I can invoke the 5-second cooldown thingy, or 5-second benefit thingy. It's gonna be this way now. I do have to keep my eye on the timer. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. We have to make sure to drop off the item before that 8-minute timer runs out. If I had to guess, I don't think you're allowed... Ooh, that's nice. I don't think you're allowed to send an item to the well after the boss has spawned. So once that timer runs out, I think that kind of locks you in. Yeah, that one. Reach level 60, very nice. Level up. That would probably be the last of the regen. You know, yeah, I'll take that. I don't know if I've ever actually maxed out the regen before. Right, it's a lot of levels. It's a lot of levels. Crit bonus, attack speed, crit bonus, probably attack speed. Jesus, so many. I left a lot of experience on the table, man. Left a lot out there. Left a lot out there. Out south. I'm really glad that the game gives you a minute. It gives you like a second when you first get a level. Because the number of times I've been worried where I'm like clicking kind of... maybe not clicking frenetically, but I'm clicking every so often. The level up screen comes up and like it's automatically highlighting something. Now, never are these levels... well, rarely are any of these abilities something going against what I want. But still, I'm grateful that the game gives you a minute to avoid that accidental click into. I actually click into the UI when I didn't mean to and select something I didn't mean to. So I appreciate that consideration. Attack speed from the needles, get them nice and needly. Fucking levels, good lord. So, probably more force. Oh, there it is. I found the ingredient. Attack speed, yes. Ooh, but that base crit would have been kind of cool. That's... still no goddamn book, man. No goddamn books to be found. Not for Alex. Yeah, more range. Sure. No, not. Back to the way we came. I think that is it for... okay, not yet. Not yet. We're still going. We're still going, man. Have a good night, Meerkat. Yeah, we're gonna be wrapping up here and probably, well, 10 minutes, maybe? Maybe. Hopefully the boss kill won't take too long. Hopefully. Maybe. I know better than to sound too confident by this point in the stage. But I'd like to think we've got a good thing going right now. Base damage for just that ability or base crit chance. I think I will take the damage. Our damage right now is going pretty well. Pretty gosh darn well. 7-minute mark. Let's see, where's the well? It is... Oh, did it despawn? Oh, no, it's over. It's in the top left corner of the UI. I just didn't see it because it was covered. They wouldn't do that to me. They wouldn't do it to me like that. Oh, there's the little boys! There's the little wispy boys. Hopefully I can do this quickly. I would like to get to the well if possible. More damage than I would like. Fortunately, I did that thing where I kind of looked away. I think it's real easy to miss where these fuckers go. That is a little bit of a danger. Oh, shit. Did I already lose him? I think I might have already lost him. Damn. Dead. It's really easy to lose track of him. Catch him on the flip side. I might just head right to the well. Oh, there they are. There they are. The well's not too far away. Fuck yeah, I instantly lose track of them. Right? Okay. It's very faint. There's so many other particle effects and projectile effects happening. Just garbage on the screen. Enjoyable garbage, but garbage no less. It's literally having me go in a loop right now. A loop-de-loop. Which direction it went? Oh, hold on. There's a thing over there. I think there's something died and I didn't know that it died, so I just missed it. That cunning technique. Cunning linguists. We'll take this, but I'll also go ahead and snag this, because apparently I killed something really cool, completely not realizing it. Completely unrelated. Critical hits, split the needles. We have a decent crit chance. We did this one already, and it was pretty cool. So I might do this one. Let's do this one, yeah. Mix it up a little bit. If not, just for the novelty of trying something new. But I didn't see where they went. I think this general direction. What are we doing in a minute? 5 minutes. Ouch, ouch. Oh, there they are. Top left. Hopefully this will be worth it. If it helps with the boss battle, it probably will be. Ouch. I don't know what the boss is going to entail. And this has all been pretty new to me. I might have missed them. Oh, this fucking guy. Yeah, let's go ahead and kill him. A hating heart. Oh, that might be it, actually. Yeah, I think that was it. Because I think that was what the... Ouch. What the ouch was telling us about. What the book was telling us about. Some kind of beating heart thing. Realized we had to kill something for it, but we got there. We got there. Back to the well, and then I think we'll be home clear. Home free. Ouch. Feeling fairly confident. Of course, we got the Chivo for it. All good signs. All good signs. I will take the healing. Then now that's a little bit concerned. The lights are back, but I don't think that's necessarily bad. Whatever this is, we're gonna kill the shit out of him. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, he's probably making a bunch of the spiky boys. He's doing something else. Something else entirely. So I'll kill him entirely. With fire. There we go. That was an Elder Giant. And of course, there's the Spellcaster one. There's the Imp fella. Elven Slippers. Block strength while moving. That's great. That's great for, yeah, blocky characters for sure. I kind of want to just take the Demonic Bond, if not just for this current run. Yeah, just for this run right now. I don't know if I'm going to send it, but for the heck of it. That effect chance, I like that. I like that. And we're going to head up to, let's see, where's it on the UI? So much crap on screen, I can't actually see where the the well is. Unless the well disappeared. Oh, shit. Oh, no, I see it. Wait, once again, it's at the tippity top. Very easy to miss. Been, like, orbiting it for so long.
With his cold, beating heart.
Oh, shit, maybe I didn't get it.
All that remained
Because I think when we...
was relentless.
Oh, it's because I never read the book earlier. That's why. I was gonna say, because it didn't let us double read it last time. It's because I never read it this time. I just found the lights and went right for it. I'm just a little bit nervous by the fact the lights are still there. It's probably okay. The well, pop in here so I don't have to worry. And yeah, I think I will send that up. I, of course, am going to. I want to make sure I equip that at the nearest opportunity. But yeah, I'm kind of sad. I'm gonna miss that damage increase, but it's for the sake of making sure future runs will be all set. Now the extra health, always good, and the added defense, not gonna complain. Now we just gotta survive for 3 minutes. Survive for 3 minutes. I mean, there's a lot of shit happening, and I'm taking more hits than I want to admit. I can get that 5-second thing to go. I don't know if that was 5 seconds. I could have looked on the right-hand side. We have pretty good movement speed, so we're kind of able to schmoove around a little bit. Got some schmoovement going. Oops, so do those guys, though. And the schmoovements, too. Got a level, though. More of these guys, yes, please. Although the movement speed... Actually, maybe I should have grabbed that instead. Ouch. I mean, we're doing respectable damage still, but at 22%... Oh, that was tasty. I will grab whatever's up here. I think it's a health potion, maybe? That's what it is. 620. Blaze it. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. June 20th, when everyone smokes weed. Ah. I saw him coming, and I still didn't get out of the way. He was coming. He was coming right for me, and I just let him come. I just let him come. He just came, and I didn't get out of the way. He got all over me. What will the neighbors think? Every damn time, I always think those skeletons are the evil skellies. Oh, what am I doing? I'm at full health. I don't have to be standing still like a chump. A doofus, like an idiot doofus. 50,000 enemies with effects. Not with one run, obviously. Not all in one run, but respectable. Respectable. God, that's level 9. That's incredible. Yeah, that's good. That's real good. I wonder if I can get one more level of that. Got a minute and a half. That's probably enough for at least one more. Feeling good about this run, and I'm feeling good about this build. Not just this build, but this build for this level. I don't know if it's like confirmation bias, but I like to think that bringing Fire Guy to the ice level makes all the sense in the world. My years with playing Pokemon Red and Blue and Gold Silver have taught me anything. Of course, that's the extent of my Pokemon knowledge, but it still taught me. Now, oddly enough, I think Pokemon Red and Blue, I think Ice was a weird one when it came to Fire. Because, of course, a lot of Ice Pokemon also had Water moves. So if you put, like, a Fire dude against an Ice Pokemon, sometimes you would get wrecked. And also, it was weird where you would have, like, a Pokemon where their primary element was Ice, and their secondary element was Water. And then vice versa. Their primary is Water, and their secondary was Ice. And it wasn't always clear. So sometimes you'd use, like, Flamethrower, and it would say, it's not very effective. It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, I think Seal's one of those. I think Seal and, Dugong is one of those where it's like primarily water, but like the secondary type is ice. I think with later generations they kind of cleaned that up a little bit. But yeah, like that in those early games it was not always super reliable. Went 48 seconds. Are cooking, and we ain't just good looking. But it's real fucking weird right now. There's a lot of shit happening. God damn. Okay, there we go. We found an out. Hoping we're gonna fucking blast this boss real quick and real spicy like. The second he enters my penis. The second he crawls into my urethra. This is a lot of purple boys. A lot of purple boys. I don't think it's from like mini bosses. I think it's from like the like serpent lads. Subterranean sneaky boys. My favorite Radiohead songs. Subterranean, Lovesick, Sneaky Boys, Aliens. Alright. Let come what may. I got a level. Fucking cool. Ability speed or damage. It's gonna be that damage speed. I don't know what it is. I'm just attacking and over there. Here, I'm gonna... If I can, like, squeeze that into the level, that'd be very funny. Ouch. He's the barbarian from Diablo 2. I'm like only slightly exaggerating. It's kind of what he is. He's got the big axe. He's done some whirlwind. Yeah. Oh, it's like a projectile whirlwind. Ow. Lighting his ass up though. My little impy boys are probably not doing much. Let's be real, but they're doing some really good tries. And of course, after he does the spinnies, he gets tired. He gets tuckered out. I'm regenerating pretty darn well, I think. I think we're regenerating pretty darn well. I think we got this in the bag. He might have a second phase. Ow. Ow. Good thing I have decent move speed. I didn't really level up the move speed any more than I started with. We've got a pretty good move speed. We would probably be in trouble without that move speed. We're roasting his ass. Unless he's got a second phase. He does not have a second phase. He's out of there. Lord of Hate. There we go, baby. There we go. I do like how they give you the option to exit. That way, if you were saying, oh, wait, there's a couple more orbs. If I get one more level, I reach level 69 or some kind of cool milestone. 5,000 gold from that one. Very nice. Got a lot of completed quests from that one. And progress towards others. GG's, baby. Let's take a look at the numbers. So, Irasi, you were onto something. You and Elgaso. Well, actually, no, I think Irasi was the one specifically who said, the Needle Boys, Phantom Needles will do good. Will do good by you. Also, yeah, Transfixion did quite well. I think probably a lot of that because of the fragilification. The fragile effect being applied. It's French, you see, it's fragile. But, oh my god, just burn damage. Dude, because we invested so heavily into fire, those two things, you know, kind of together, basically, were the MVPs, technically. But, of course, with the fire guy, of course the fire guy would have the most fire damage. Or would do most with fire damage, like, of course. Didn't hurt that we had this guy that was causing burn, and this guy that was absolutely causing burn. So, it wasn't all entirely based on our primary attack. Oh, the frozen heart was making him tired. That's good to know. Because that definitely did help. It, like, gave us some windows to work with. I like those. I like the little, like, mini kind of side quest thing that gives you a bonus if you can clutch it at the end. Because we didn't get the bonus in that, like, aqueduct, like, bridge area. And that boss was a fucking ballsack biter. Like, it was real close. Real close and real tight. And we've unlocked 2 new fellas, and we've also gained a new friend. So we have the Norseman and the Beast Huntress. Still have not gotten to the Boglands DLC. Goddamn, man. Goddamn. Yeah, so many completed quests. You know, when someone has like dozens of hours, maybe even like 100+ hours in this game, you know, they're probably like doing run attempts with the expectation or the hope of completing maybe a handful of quests or maybe even just 1 or 2. But I'm trying to cast such a wide net. We're just trying to knock out as much as we can in one go. So the Beast Huntress, I'm guessing she probably summons friends. Summons, yes, she's a summons, and she throws spears. That's pretty cool. And then the Norseman, he has, does he throw the axes? No, I think it's a melee attack with axes, and does ice. That's delightful, especially given that we stood a level with the fire guy. Appropriate that we would now get an Iceman. So there we go. There we go. I'm curious, who's this new friend who just joined our lovely little encampment out here? What you got, Scriptor?
See you again, and thank you. I'm Brother Marcus. The abbot of my monastery had an unhealthy obsession for the lords that rule the halls below our feet. So much so that he dedicated a large part of our scriptorium to their research. When the manic ramblings of survivors ceased to satiate his curiosity, he started organizing expeditions to the halls himself, rest is history. Albeit the horrors I've witnessed have robbed me of quiet sleep forever, I have gained
Poor guy.
valuable knowledge about the halls in return. Whenever you slay one of their lords, bring me the Torment shard they leave behind.
That's what those things are
The
for.
power they hold can be permanently bestowed upon you.
I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm glistening. Now, real quick, I'm curious.
Be
Nothing
my
new yet.
guest.
Nothing new yet.
Stay safe.
Of
Can
course,
I help
we've
you?
we've gotten 2 from the default level, the starting level, and 2 from the ice level, which is not enough to complete any one of these, but we're
Be
getting there.
careful down there.
Blessings, traveler.
So, items and heroes, you say? So I have 3 of these. Now, these were all from tonight, so I'm guessing this was a relatively new thing. Since the last time I played, maybe? Because it's been like maybe a little bit less than a year since I first played this game. Maybe. I'm gonna say it was last year. Either this is a new thing, or maybe it wouldn't count it for the first couple of levels, or the first... Because we've definitely gotten at least... I think we've gotten 2 wins. Yeah, we got 1 with the sword guy, and 1 win with the archer. Swordman and archer. Anyway, yes, we can go with those. Or, I guess, increase the likelihood. Oh, maybe not. Oh, okay, so this is his compendium. Okay, the compendium tells you about items you've seen, and hints at things you've not seen. Pretty neato. And I was thinking maybe you could, like, spend the nuggets, spend the little crystals to increase the likelihood of them spawning. Doesn't work that way, but you can do is... Oh, there's a lot of these. Oh my god, these are character specific, of course. That is pretty cool. The cleric a skeleton man? I guess I never realized that. Yeah, awesome. Well, I have 3 of these things. Here's what's going to happen, though. Next time I play this game, which might not be in the super, super close immediate future, but I do love this game. I would love to play this again. Stream this again very soon. You can go out in on a single class. I think what I'm likely to do is the next time I play this, I'm going to be playing a new class. A class that's new to me, at least. I would say the Beast Huntress sounds kind of interesting. The Norseman actually sounds kind of fun, too. But, like, we've already done some ice stuff with him. Or not with him, but we've done ice stuff already. So what I might do is, like, the next time we play this game, we'll try a run with her. I'll probably try 1 with each. So I'll spend 2 nuggets on this lady and 1 nugget on the Norseman. Norseman. So I'll say, since we know she throws ranged attack thingies, I'll say, I mean, there's no bad choices here. I mean, damage is always a great one. Got an achievement for using this thing for the first time. And then I'll also say, can I say range? You can say force, you can say area. I'll say fucking 2 damage. I'll say 2 damage, and then for Norseman, damage for you as well. So there we go. Oh, never mind. I'm full of shit. I thought it was 3 total. Oh, shit. Okay, that's actually a little bit nicer then. I was thinking range would be kind of cool. I also wonder, are these numbers consistent? They are. 0.2, 0.5. Okay. We'll do 0.2 for multi-strike. And then you can like spend, or the total number you've gotten you can spend on every single class independently. That is actually really pleasant. I like that a lot. We'll give you regeneration, because I don't know if he necessarily... I don't see anything here about blocking or defense, and he doesn't have like a shield or anything, so he probably doesn't have much for like defensive maneuvers, and I don't see like walk speed or move speed on here. Attack speed, obviously. Anyway, and you can do this for all of them. I'm not gonna do this right now because I'll be here all night and I gotta get my ass to bed, but a lot of great stuff here. A lot of great stuff. I am indeed gonna go ahead and buy depths. Oh wait, did I get a new area? Hold up. I did. I bet that's the last one. I bet that's the new one, dude. I bet the Boglands is in our grasp, but we at least got more. And I'm sure some of the traits, abilities, and like items we've seen probably are new because of the DLC. Fuck it, I'll go ahead and buy both of them. I've got so much money. Go ahead and add that to our arsenal. I like to think like having a full arsenal is worth it, and Lord knows I'm excited about that one. I don't know if it's gonna be a great idea for a ton of builds, because I think the added health is hard to argue with. That Broker's Cape is kind of a weird one for sure. Now, of course, I say that I had so much money. Obviously, there were some really expensive guys on here. But for sure, some worthwhile things to consider. Given that one of those characters is like a summon person, the other person is an ice melee guy. Anything new? I mean, attack speed's always great. Area, force. Yeah, nothing like summon damage. We put a bunch into fire damage last time, into burn damage, which was fun. What about good old-fashioned regular damage? Just regular old-fashioned damage? Yeah, we can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that. And then I'm at 1400. I could do block strength. What else? Area projectile size. That's always good. Force generally is pretty good. Area effect effect on hit can be good. Let's do that one. All right. So we'll play more of this in the future for sure. Again, probably not gonna play it like in the immediate future necessarily, just because I got other stuff to get to. But trust that, yeah, this we saw some stuff from the Boglands. Didn't get to try the new level, or didn't get to unlock into the new characters. But do you really want to quit? I don't want to. It's yeah. What they should change this to is: do you really want to quit with italics and bold emphasize? Like, are you sure you want to quit? I don't wanna. I wanna keep playing video games, but it's like fucking 3 a.m., bro. Time to wrap it before we tap it, which is to say I'm tapping out for the night. But this was fun.